and all that. We ain't gonna be doing none of the overages like that no more. We here right now. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Like I always told you, coulda went anywhere. Fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me. I appreciate you. It's time to get into it, you guys. We got a mean show lineup for y'all today. So without any further ado, let me bring to you. I'm so happy we had this time together. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Bugatti NYC. Y'all could have went anywhere. You already heard me say it. Fact of the matter, you came here. I appreciate you. Trump, this new leader won't work. Trump blasts Khemeinis' son in new rant. Let me get this thing straight over here with this audio trying to double tap me. Yeah. Let me get you out the way. Have my audio on. Sorry about that. Let me do that one more time. Like I said, Trump, this new leader won't work. He blasts Khemeinis' son in a new rant. How's everybody doing this morning? That's right, you guys. It's the spring season right now. We got a couple of more days until we actually get into it. I think it's actually March the 20th or the 21st. And it's your boy Bugatti NYC here and ready to bring it to y'all nice and calm. Let's go, you guys. Let's see what time it is. Oh, y'all didn't notice that. Oh, it's a little different situation this morning right now. So we about to have some fun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. Hold on 1 minute. Let me check my time and everything. I'm just doing real good on time, but you know what else we got to do, right? Come on in, because we got to get those prayers up. I want as many people here for the prayer so we can make sure that everybody's under the prayer. That's right. Everybody got to get under the prayer. Come on now. Make sure that we got this camera straight up there as well. I think that's going to work. Got to just straighten that out just a little bit. Just a touch. Yeah, we just did that. Okay, y'all. So you know what we're going to do right now. Let me check my time. Actually, we got a little more time. So I want to make sure everything is straight. Okay, cool. What about you? You can go over there and get straight right there too. Keep on coming in the building, everybody. Go ahead and grab my water. I already got it. It's right here today. I made sure that everything is on point today. That's right, y'all. Rebecca, Lanya, and Bueno. I see Mark Dorfman. How y'all doing? Come on in, everybody. Ah, nice and cold. Nice and cold. Nothing like some crystal geyser real early in the morning. Let's get these prayers up. I think we got enough people in here. We want to pray for love and happiness. I want to pray for a good week, a good day. I want to pray for everyone here. I want to pray for health. I want to pray for love. I want to pray for, let's say, community, understanding. How's my audio doing, by the way? Can you guys hear me? Where's my baddie Lynn at? How I'm doing with my audio, girl? Just trying to make sure y'all can hear me before I start this up. Let me know how. Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And this is how we're going to do it. We're going to get those prayers up right now for everybody that's here for love, happiness, peace. We want to have a good community, a good standing with everybody. And this way we can actually come together and make some solutions. That's right. You guys want to pray for Jeffrey Spilker, Mark Dorfman. I see my brother Casey Ramos in the building as well. Batty Lynn for always coming through and being there for me. Who else? You know, I can't forget about liberty and justice. There we go. Who else we got? Who's that? Nostalgia Roy. Okay, how you doing? Good morning, Nostalgia Roy. I already got you, Batty Lynn, or didn't I? Okay, Rebecca, Lon, Yen, Bueno. Definitely want to pray for you. Want to pray for all your health things you're going through. I want to make sure that we pray for your, get you some better treatments as well as good, let's say good doctor's reports coming back from the doctor from now on. Let's try to get that working. Let's go ahead and pray for Rebecca and make sure that we do that, you guys. And with that being said, can't forget about Sam Champion. Can't forget about people like Terry. Got to make sure that we're praying for her. Also, Miss Swans, I know you're probably here right now anyway. Luigi, can't forget about you. Okay, who else? Merck. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you pop in, Harley, whoever. Everybody that we probably forget, and sometimes they come through. Can't just pray for them sometimes. You guys just got to make sure we're taking care of them out there too. Amen. That's right, you guys. And with that being said, I'm sure I took up enough time. Okay, got that going in the back. And guess what? It's almost time to get it in. It's a good day too. I got to let you guys know we got a good show lined up for you. Got trending topics, current events, and much, much more. That's right, you guys. Now, I even know what day it is, so we really got it going on now. You ready? I'm ready to go. Got my voice back, too. They're ready to go. I said it's time to start the show. I hope you're ready, yo, 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 yo. And we wind it up, wind it up, wind it up. It's 6 o'clock somewhere. It's got to be 6 o'clock because we got the clock set right. So let me know whenever you're ready. Need the wave? I can do it on the arm too. Let's go. Come on, make me look good. Got a new watch, y'all. It's time to get them. Come on, show off already. Okay. Olé. Oh boy, I'm so happy to be up this morning. We gotta open up those pores. We gotta open up those pores. Open up those. This is a video, a song that I had a little assistance in working on the video. You guys probably know Product GMB. You probably also know this famous singer that I'm about to not even try to attempt to go behind, but you guys know this guy also too. If death should come for me tonight, girl, I want you to know that I love you. Doom. And no matter what, how are we then, I will not reveal my tears. Okay, you guys know this song right here. So tell the police that I'm not coming home tonight. No, I ain't coming home tonight if police gonna be there. Messing around with you is gonna get me life. But when I look into your eyes, you're worth that sacrifice. I don't know about getting life, Wyclef. I don't know about life. If this is the kind of love that my old folks used to tell me about, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big trouble. I'm in real big trouble. If this is the old flow that I used to talk about, I'm in trouble. I'm in real big do. Why? Someone please call 911. Pick up the phone. Tell them I have been shot down and the bullets in my heart and they're steaming through my soul. And I can't sing this for nothing, but I feel my body getting cold. That's right, you guys. That's right. We gotta get through it no matter what. Because you know why? It's only 7 more days to my birthday. And if pump that beat. It's this 10th, y'all. That's right, y'all. 2026. I'm your host, Bugatti NYC, and this here's our bottom line, where we be talking about this and that and chat and this and that. Tuesday, talking about this and that and that and this and that just got me lit. That's right, y'all. Tuesday, the 10th, 2026. It's March, y'all. I got 7 more days to my birthday, 7 more days to hit to the parade. I don't know who coming with me, but we gonna be acting like it's Ferris Bueller's day off, because that's how I do it. Every year on the birthday, I go down there, I have my nice green outfit on, we hang out and we do our thing. I'm still be going live and everything, but if anybody wants to come to the New York St. Patrick's Day parade with your boy, all y'all gotta do is let me know, pull up, I'll meet you somewhere, we can go live and see what's going on, you guys. Hope you guys have a fantastic morning. It's your boy Bugatti NYC. I got trending topics, current events, and much more coming to you. Please excuse the song. I thought my voice was out of the little cold I was dealing with, but I guess I'm not all the way out of the woods. Normally, I sound a little more like Usher, or I sound a little more like, let's say, probably more like Maxwell, when I'm really putting it in and I'm going there. Because, y'all know I could really sing, so y'all... Long story short, it's your boy Bugatti NYC. Live life, love life, have a good time. I'm so happy to be back with you guys another day, another time to get it in. And then you know what I'm gonna do right now? I got 5 on it. I'm gonna stack this deck and let you guys know. I'm sorry, guys. I got. I'm gonna stack 5 videos I'm gonna stack 5 videos at a time. I'm gonna need you guys to know, let me know where you're chiming in from and, well, what is it? What state, what city, what region? Because I actually do like to go get content from where you're from. I'm a little frazzled this morning with the little cold. I guess I'm still coming down off of it, but I'll be fine. We're gonna get through it, you guys. Okay, let's keep on moving forward. Like I said, I got 5 videos I'm gonna stack for you guys. I'm gonna need you guys to let me know where you're chiming in from, what time it is. I actually do, even with the cold, like to go find content from where you're from. This way we can have good dialogue. I'm not even gonna waste any more time because we gotta get to work. You know what I'm gonna say now, right? Let's get into these titles, and big titles do we have this morning. We got some real serious titles to get into this day. We got Trump, this new leader won't work. Trump blasts Khemeinis' son in a fiery rant. Yes, you guys, now that Khemenie is no longer the supreme leader, they have put his son in right now, and Trump and a lot of other people are a little skeptical about that situation. We're gonna see what happens out of it. We're looking at a situation that may be a little longer than we thought. Let's keep on moving forward. Because as oil, we got another situation with this oil, because as oil spikes exceed $110 per barrel, Trump remains calm. Yeah, bro, you might remain calm, but us in the States, we're really feeling it. I want to be honest and tell you guys right now, I don't think that we have the monetary to waste on a long drawn out WAR. I think we need the money here. Let's keep on moving forward. Last but not least, we've got questions that resurfaced in Virginia Giuffre's case. Did she actually take her own life? We know about that. We've been saying that for how many months now? All the way over a year now. We've been saying the same thing. We've all been skeptical here. We know about it. I've been saying things about Mission Impossible, the way that things can be orchestrated. You never know what high level people can do. It's all here, you guys. We got it all stacked up on this one deck. Trending topics, current events. Get your water, your tea, your coffee, whatever you need. It's time to get into it, you guys. Going straight into it with the President Trump. See what we got coming from the press. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up for Tuesday morning as we get the president on Air Force One talking more about Iran. Let's get it.
Hello, everybody. It's a very sad day. And
coming back from the funerals of the 6 patriots at that time, the 6 warriors that lost their lives in the war this few days ago.
Glad we paid our respects. It's a tough situation.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Come on in, everybody. Let's go.
A beautiful ceremony. I guess you got to see that at least. Any questions?
President Trump, did what you just witnessed make you think differently about going ahead with this war or even putting troops on the ground in the Middle East?
We're winning the war by a lot. We've decimated their whole evil empire. It'll continue, I'm sure, for a little while. But very proud of the people, the parents. The parents were so proud of their boy, as they call him, my boy, in case the young lady. The parents are so proud. Many of them are military parents, as you know. So but it's always a very sad thing. The war itself is going unbelievably. It's as good as it can be. We have Pete here. Pete, and you have Steve Witkoff here. We have some additional questions.
You're 1 week in now, sir.
Say it?
You're 1 week in at this point. How long, as of now, do you expect?
Well, I think we've accomplished more in 1 week than anyone thought possible. We've wiped out their Navy, 44 ships. We've wiped out their Air Force, every plane. We've wiped out most of their missiles. You see, the missiles aren't coming much anymore. We've also hit the manufacturing areas where they make the missiles very hard. Their drone capacity is way down. And we've hurt them where it hurts. including about every form of leadership you can have, we've wiped out.
You still expect up to 6 weeks total?
I don't know. I don't know. I never reject that, whatever it takes. But the military is almost non-existent, if you look. We could hit the military itself very hard, but maybe we will, maybe we won't. We haven't made that determination.
What do you think about gas prices right now? Are you worried about gas prices right now?
No, this is a short excursion into something that should have been done for 47 years. 47 years it's taken to do this, and no president had the guts to do it.
You know, you're worried you're going to end up coming back to Dover for more of these such dignified transfers.
Hope not. We hope not.
I'm sure I hate to do it, but it's a part of war, isn't it?
Yeah, part of war, you got to show respect and you got to go to the sites as far as that's concerned. And I want to pray for all of the fallen soldiers that are losing their lives in this battle right now, as well as the ones that are getting hurt and their families as well, because they're doing something that nobody else would do. And a lot of times people look at it in many different ways. You got the people back there that's not doing nothing. You got so many opinions. So I just want to pray for the families as well as the soldiers that are out there on the front lines. Amen. Another thing real quick, you guys, just want to let you know, this is a very good seltzer right here if you're trying to get yourself off of soda, because it gives you a hint of different flavors. They have this in blackberry. They also have it in, what's this right here? Orange cream. They have it in watermelon. It also comes in lime, and it comes in, I think it comes in 5 different flavors. I also noticed that they do have it on Amazon.com if you guys want to get it. It's Hal's. And do me a favor, look it up. This is the good thing I like about being with you guys and we starting to do things now. It's got 0 calories. Serving size has it's like total fats. Let's see right here. It's got total fat 0, total sodium 0, total carbohydrates 0. All right, so you might want to go pick up some Hal's because it'll kind of wean you off of soda and give you like a hint of the actual flavor, and you'll still be able to have a good sense of the little bubbling action going on. I really do like it too. It's really cool. I like the blackberry the most, but I just bought 4 different ones to see which one I really would like. But my favorite is the blackberry. It's got a good aftertaste. We're gonna keep on moving forward, you guys. Again, it's called Hal's and they're made in New York. You guys can get them off of Amazon.com. That's where I saw them at, and that's where I actually got a couple from. H+OUR. These are really good. Just keep on moving forward, especially when they're really cold. They're good if anybody knows about them. Yes, it's water. That's right. Never saw it before. Yes, Amazon. That's right. They're really good, you guys. And if anything that you guys come up with, hit us in the comments and let us know when you come up with these good ideas. We are trying to get our things together over here. You know what I'm saying? We definitely want to make sure that we pray for the military families. We want to pray for everyone of the soldiers that lost their lives as well. And we are praying that nobody else lose their lives at all. My grandfather, as well as my dad and my uncle, all served in the armed forces. Just want to let you guys know that. I'm a very serious person when it comes down to veterans, okay? Men, I play. Thank you. Amen. Keep on moving forward, because this, I tell you, is going to be another situation. I'm going to just jump out in front of this and say it. I think they're going to come at him next, Khemeinis' son, because now he's been named the supreme leader over in Iran. So you already know that if you're the supreme leader, you're already on the radar. But I'm already assuming that they're probably looking for him too now. And there's still a lot of stuff going on in Iran. Let's go check it out, you guys. Do me a favor, I'd appreciate it. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up.
As fires continue to rage this morning in Tehran after Israeli jets destroyed.
I mean, this looked like HELL hockey sticks if you really look at it. This don't look like war. This looks like hell.
Destroyed an oil depot, blanketing the city of 10 million in smoke, fumes, and noxious gases. Iran made a critical decision, appointing a new supreme leader, 56-year-old Mojtaba Khemenie. He's the son of the Ayatollah the U.S. and Israel killed on the first day of the war. His choice is an act of defiance and a show of resistance to President Trump, who'd specifically called him unacceptable. Mojtaba's rise may prolong the war. Israel has threatened to assassinate Iran's supreme leader, and Arab officials tell NBC News Mojtaba specifically now has an X on his back. marked like his father for assassination. Regime supporters in Iran celebrated Mojtaba's ascension, apparently to burnish his credentials. Moments after Mojtaba was announced as successor late Sunday, Iran unleashed a heavy barrage of missile and drone attacks. Many strikes directed at oil facilities across the region. Both sides now are attacking oil. Arab officials tell NBC News Iran's strategy is to drive up oil prices to create pressure for a ceasefire. The U.S. and Israel started this war with preemptive attacks in the midst of...
It's working. Y'all tell me if this damn thing ain't working to turn up them oil prices already.
Peace negotiations with Iran. Iran's foreign minister left open the door for a settlement to end the war. On Meet the Press.
Well, they have to explain why they started this aggression before we come to the point to even consider a ceasefire. Of course, nobody wants to continue this war.
Especially no one in Lebanon, which has become a war within the Iran war, with Israel and Hezbollah fighting intensely.
Same way I talk to you guys all the time, and I tell you about the urban warfare, the people that are affected with these situations, the people that are just innocent in their homes. Those drones don't know where they're going. Sometimes they just get hit, land right in somebody's front doorway.
Hundreds are dead so far, and hundreds of thousands of Lebanese have been displaced. In some ways, Iran's new supreme leader is an unusual choice even for Iran. This Islamic revolutionary government came to power in 1979 by overthrowing a hereditary monarch.
Now we got the Pentagon that's warning Iranians to tell them to go inside. But where they going inside at when their spot is getting hit up at? They telling everybody, oh, go inside. How they gonna go inside when that's where everything is coming into?
The Pentagon issuing a direct warning to the Iranian people, stay home. The U.S. says the regime is operating.
They trying, trust me.
From heavily populated civilian areas, putting innocent lives at grave risk. The U.S. now confirming the death of a 7th service member from Operation Epic Fury. Our Chief National Security Correspondent Jennifer Griffin with more now here in Washington. Jennifer?
John, most American service members killed and injured since the start.
I want to say that right there. What you say, Curtis, good. He says that the U.S. uses 0 Iranian oil, so it shouldn't be affecting our prices. Good morning, friends in chat. 24 to go. Thank you so much for staying on point, Liberty. Iran is playing since 50 years with the same cards. I'm going to give you a little extra word right there. Oh, hate people is growing through that. They are human. I hate it too. Curtis, what's good? Have you heard of this convoluted? Come on, y'all. That's right. All political parties are welcome here. Let's get it.
Part of this operation were hit by Iranian missiles in the first weekend of the strikes. As part of Iran's first round of response, we're told. Sergeant Benjamin N. Pennington, 26, of Glendale, Kentucky, died March 8th from injuries sustained on March 1st at Prince Sultan Air Base, Saudi Arabia. He was assigned to 1st Space Battalion out of Fort Carson, Colorado.
And this was the soldier that Trump was talking about.
Soon he will be returned home to Dover, met by Vice President J.D. Vance. Sergeant Pennington was in the process of being transferred to Landstuhl, Germany for further care when he succumbed to his catastrophic injuries. 8 additional U.S. service members are currently fighting for their lives at U.S. military hospitals. Earlier today, a second Iranian ballistic missile was intercepted over Turkey, where the U.S. has a key base at Incirlik. Amidst reports, the Russians are providing targeting intelligence to Iran.
Are you receiving any help from Russia?
Well, we have a strategic partnership with Russia.
So that's a yes?
And
yes, a yes.
Well, a military cooperation between Iran and Russia is not something new. It's not a secret.
He said cooperation between Iran and Russia is not nothing that's new. The same way, they're trying to put it like this, the same way y'all was helping Ukraine, we gonna help Iran. That's what Russia's saying, by proxy.
It's been in the past, and it's still there and will continue in the future.
Last night, Secretary Hegseth spoke to 60 Minutes.
Does this put U.S. personnel in any more danger than they otherwise would be?
Well,
the Russian involvement.
No one's putting us in danger. We're putting the other guys in danger. That's our job. So we're not concerned about that. We mitigate it as we need to.
Exactly.
Our commanders factor all of this. But the only ones that need to be worried right now are Iranians that think they're going to live.
Separately, CENTCOM issued a warning to Iranians to stay home and away from crowded areas like markets or funerals or schools because the IRGC is placing mobile missile launchers and one-way attack drones amidst the crowds, knowing the U.S. is likely to strike back, causing civilian deaths, which would be a propaganda win for the regime. John?
All right, we'll keep.
Oh man, they on some strategy stuff. They trying to go by propaganda. They doing it any kind of way that they can, you guys. And we're trying to get this message out as much as we can. So I would ask you, do your boy a favor, double tap the screen, please, so we can get those likes up. Also, if you have not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Come on now, become a member and give me all the money in your pockets. Nah, I'm just kidding. But I would like to take it in the form of likes. Got much more to get into right now. We got Hakeem Jeffries, one of your favorite people. You know what I'm saying, Liberty? When I'm trying to talk to you, Jeffrey, you have to understand, Luigi, that in order to build something, Miss Swanza, I have to add rain. This guy, I thought I'd talk with my hands. He needs to be a maestro. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got Hakeem Jeffries that has all kinds of unmerited questions about what's going on here right now because, and anytime you know something's going on, they try to jump on top of the bandwagon. So let's go. Let's see what Mr. Jeffries has to say about the American people, as we actually do demand answers when it comes down to this Iran war right now, because I do feel like we could use some of the money too over here. I do agree a little bit. Gotta tell you guys, I actually do agree with him a little bit. Let's keep on going. Let's see what he got to say.
Welcome back, and joining me now is House Democratic Leader Hakeem Jeffries of New York. Leader Jeffries, welcome back to Meet the Press.
Good morning. Great to be back.
It's great to have you back. Let's start with the war in Iran. The United States now a week into this conflict. Do you think the world is safer now that the supreme leader is dead?
Well, certainly as it relates to the Ayatollah, he was a bad actor, and I'm not going to shed any tears as a result of his departure. I think the big question is, why did we get into this war? What are our strategic objectives? Because they shift every day. And what is the plan to get out of this conflict? The American people don't want to see billions of dollars being spent to bomb Iran and the Middle East, while at the same period of time, my Republican colleagues and this president are unwilling to spend a dime to lower their grocery bills, spend a dime to actually make it more affordable to go see a doctor, or do anything about this affordability crisis that is very real in the United States of America.
Well, in talking about the strategy for this war, let me ask you, because NBC News is reporting that President Trump has privately considered sending boots on the ground to Iran. Is there any scenario where you would support sending U.S. forces to be on the ground in Iran, Leader Jeffries?
No, and in fact, candidate Trump suggested that under no circumstances should American servicemen and women be put into harm's way in this particular type of situation, particularly as it relates to another endless...
Come on, cameraman, drop that camera a little bit. We could take a little more and get some hand signals going here. We want to see some flight control. Come on now. I see what we know what y'all doing. Y'all conscious of what he does, and they trying to cut his hands out, but he's still too good. You still see fingers. You still see some stuff going on.
This war in the Middle East. And we are deeply saddened right now by the loss of 6 brave and heroic servicemen and women who have already lost their lives, and will continue to pray for their families and their loved ones. But the American people deserve answers from the administration as to how we're going to actually move forward in a way that makes America safer, not more vulnerable.
Okay.
Well, there is a push.
We're going to take that because we only take 2 minutes. I already, I try to give everybody their amount of time, even if I joke on them. Yes, you guys understand what I'm talking about when we're going in that situation. I hate doing that now. I don't even like doing it. I try to put my hands in my pockets. Let's keep on going, you guys, because I had enough with Iran right now, to be honest with you. But we still got to talk about the money. And I know you guys have to we have to get into it, because last week, wait a minute, a week and a half ago, stock market had me like, man, why didn't I invest in the stock market? This week, womp, womp, womp. Glad I didn't invest in the stock market. Yeah, y'all, we got to talk about the money. We got to get into the business that's in hand. We got to talk about the oil market.
Welcome back. Stocks are selling off this morning. Take a look at futures indicating a triple-digit decline at the start of trading this morning. The Dow Industrial's down 534. The overnight session was even worse. The Nasdaq right now down 273. It all has to do with spiking oil prices. Take a look at oil this morning, where we are.
So if it has nothing to do with our oil, can you please explain why it has something to do with our market? What's going on here? You're talking about what's going on here, man?
Seeing a huge move upwards above 100. Brent is up 12.5% right now. That is up to 104.30. Crude oil is up 12%. And if you look at this chart here, you can see that Brent is up 45% in a week. Brent above $100 a barrel. G7 nations discuss tapping emergency reserves with a coordinated release to help cool this market. Brent up better than 45% in a week. Crude even worse. Crude oil is up 53% in a week. Analysts are warning supply.
53% in a week, that's more than half. Are you guys listening to these numbers for crude oil? What's going on? Like, yes, these prices are skyrocketing. And you heard what they said because we led into this. First, they said they're striking the oil fields, right? And they're doing it on purpose. Why? To try to drive the prices up. Because if you can't get it from there, you got to get it from somewhere else. And now they can start raising up their prices. This might be a flurry, a rift going on for the next couple of months now. And if it's not true, they're going to use it.
Supply shock could also push crude toward $150 a barrel. You've got all analysts on Wall Street talking about where this goes next. The halt of shipping through the Strait of Hormuz, of course, is the key here. And that is because it handles 20% of global oil transported through that incredibly important waterway. That is driving sharp price spikes. The Trump administration announced a $20 billion reinsurance program for oil tankers. And by the way, oil giant Saudi Aramco, the stock posted the largest jump since 2023 as it redirects oil shipments to Red Sea terminals. Gasoline, also a problem. It is surging this morning as well. It is up, as you can see, natural gas up 5.5% and gasoline up 8.75% right now. Joining me now is a Gulf Oil Senior Energy Advisor, Tom Closa. Tom, great to have you. Thanks very much for being here this morning. Do you agree with the administration and many of the lawmakers that I spoke with that this is a temporary spike and it will go down once the battles end in the Mideast? What do you think?
How long we know the battles?
Well, I think it has to be temporary. I think, we don't live in a theocracy, but we live in a country where tens of billions of people look at high gasoline prices like the great saint. So we need to get the Strait of Hormuz reopened, and things will calm down quite a bit. I mean, if you look at it, the price of crude oil approached $120 last night, but it was only about $73 in December. So the market is telling you we believe that this is going to be just a violent interregnum, but you've got to deal with things and get that straight open.
So
oh boy, we dealing with it out here already in the supermarkets. We're dealing with it dealing with it in healthcare, and now at the pump again. Because again, if it's not true, like some of you said, it shouldn't affect us. Why is it affecting us? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go. We got to get on over to this report on exactly where we're at. Now, I think we done did enough of that as far as the numbers go. Where we at right now? Yeah, let's get on over to the man, the myth, the legend. Dumb dummy. There is a super cat, nana use a dumb dummy. There is a super cat, nana use a dumb dummy. There is a super cat, nana my mare's a dumb dummy. Dummy. So han mom dummy. Now, he's a super cat, he's a dumb dummy. Yeah, he's a dumb dummy. Because now, all of a sudden, remember you guys, defund the police. We're going to start to lower the police numbers. You already know what I'm going to do when I get into office. I promise you guys, we're going to put in social workers. We're going to have people out there that can, and then the next thing you know, what happens? New York! And if I can make it there, I'll make it bum bum. Anywhere, it's up to you, New York, New York. But not if you're the mayor, because you got people all outside the front of your mansion, and yeah, live things going on outside the mansion this month and yesterday, this whole week actually. There was a boom, boom, boom found outside of the home of Mayor Mom Dami, exactly. Funny how now he says such great things about the police. You don't remember what he said before? And then remember what I said to you before, you guys? Everybody want to talk shit about somebody until they need them. You want to call them this and that until they need them. Now all of a sudden, we got to show our love and support for the brave men in the blue uniform. I know a whole bunch of people out there mad at him for making those statements yesterday. But when somebody's outside the front of your mansion going boom, 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 the only person that you can actually call when you're inside with your wife like this is the police. And all of a sudden you had to call them, didn't you? So now all of a sudden you called and they came through and saved your dumb ass. Yeah. We know what happened yesterday. A lot of things going on. We had an anti-Muslim protest on one side. We had another protest going on one side. And then we had two young guys came through with some boom, boom, booms. They probably failed, but that does not mean that it couldn't have been something that escalated and got really worse. I want you guys to check this out. I just want you to notice how the thought process and the mannerisms just change over a couple of minutes when it comes down to the mayor now saying, the boys in blue, I have a lot to thank from you. Yeah, I don't think he's going to be getting rid of any police no time soon. As a matter of fact, we just had another class graduate yesterday, you guys. Give support for the new cadets that's going to be on the streets. That's right, you guys. We got some new police officers that we're going to have coming out as well. Let's go. Wait a minute. No, we ain't doing that one. We're doing this one. Let's stay on point.
While I found this protest appalling, I will not waver in my belief that it is our home. While I found this protest appalling, I will not waver in my belief that it should be allowed to happen. Ours is a free society where the right to peaceful protest is sacred. It does not belong only to those we agree with. It belongs to everyone. I will defend that right every day that I am mayor, even when those protesting say things that I abhor. Let me also be clear about something else. New York City will never tolerate violence, whether from protests or counter-protests. Many of the counter-protesters met this display of bigotry peacefully, with a vision of a city that is welcoming to all. But a few did not. Two men, Amir Balat and Ibrahim Qayyumi, traveled from Pennsylvania and attempted to bring violence to New York City. They are suspected of coming here to commit an act of terrorism. There is video of these two individuals throwing two devices towards the protest.
He's surrounded by his friends, his support system.
The police department has determined that these were improvised explosive devices made to injure, maim, or worse. Thanks to the swift and decisive actions of NYPD officers at the scene, both men were immediately taken into custody, and the devices they brought taken off of our streets. I want to commend the officers who were on site. They faced a chaotic situation.
Oh.
Were you recently injured in a car accident?
No. Don't stop it there. We want to see it.
That very quickly could have become far more dangerous. NYPD Chief Aaron Edwards and Sergeant Luis Navarro ran towards the danger so that others could run to safety. They are here with us now, and I want to thank them today publicly as I did yesterday privately, and to thank the dozens of other officers who responded without hesitation.
They need to put that on a song and record those two sentences right there and play that back for everybody that voted for him thinking that he was going to get rid of the police. Oh boy, I bet you y'all are mad right now. I told you we got ourselves an opportunist on our hands. I ain't even really mad at him either. I ain't mad at him because if I could fool somebody to get in office, I'd do it too. A lot of people got to fake it till you make it. And it happened. Don't get mad at him. You just fell for it. It's your boy BOOGOTTINYC. Right now, this is Our Bottom Line. We do this every single morning. Can you do your boy a favor? I would really appreciate it. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. We got a little more supportive information that we got to get to you guys right now. Don't it just feel so good? Let's go ahead. Let's go, y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. We got what we got here. We have I can't say that word, but I want you to get a little closer to the Gracie Mansion to get a little more homework on the situation and why he feels so much love and support for the police. Oh, you know I'm gonna lay it on right now. Now we about to put the butter on it, then we're gonna put the maraschino cherry on it. We ain't nowhere near finished right now. I'm gonna play this one out with the long violin.
We're going to begin with the explosives thrown after protesters confronted an anti-Muslim rally near Gracie Mansion. That attack being investigated as an ISIS-inspired terrorism act. One of the men claiming to investigators that he hoped to carry out an attack bigger than the Boston Marathon bombing. One of the suspects made a hand gesture that shows support for ISIS as he was walked out of a police precinct this morning.
Why'd you throw the bomb?
It comes as we learn more about the device.
So he came out with some sort of hand gesture about, ISIS support or whatever. Yes, you guys, you know I ain't playing. I got mad more information than anybody else on this. We got about 3-4 clips. I want you guys to see. Wait, matter of fact, let's see that again. Let's go.
It's made a hand gesture that shows support for ISIS as he was walked out of a police precinct this morning.
Why'd you throw the bomb?
It comes as we learn more about the devices today. The police commissioner says that they had exploded. Had they exploded, they would have caused serious injury and even death.
Eyewitness News reporter NJ Burkett, live in Lower Manhattan, where federal officials and the NYPD gave an update this afternoon. NJ.
And right, Dave, the commissioner today made two very important points. She says the mayor and his wife were not targets. They were not home, according to the mayor, at Gracie Mansion when the protest took place. And another very important point, the commissioner says that this attempted bombing had nothing to do with the war in Iran. She says the attempted targets were far-right anti-Muslim protesters who staged the demonstration.
Police commanders say both suspects claimed they were inspired by ISIS. 19-year-old Ibrahim Khemenie and 18-year-old Emir Balat, both from Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Balat flashed an ISIS hand gesture as he was led from the 26th precinct. NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch.
She said, "This isn't a religion that just stands when people talk about the blessed name of the prophet. We take action, we take action." As well as, "If I didn't do it, someone else will come and do it."
Back up, back up, back up, back up! So you get pepper spray.
Investigators say the two young men were among dozens of counter-demonstrators facing off against far-right activists who had organized an anti-Muslim protest outside Gracie Mansion on Saturday. In the skirmish that followed, detectives say Balat lit the fuse of a crude homemade bomb and threw it at the far-right protesters. When it flamed out and did not explode, prosecutors say he was handed a second bomb from Khemenie. That explosive did not detonate either. In the chaos that followed, both men were tackled and arrested on the spot. Police later tracked down their car, where bomb technicians recovered bomb components and handwritten notes. Although the explosives did not detonate, police officials say the risk was real.
Bomb technicians did do controlled detonations of the two IEDs from the protest, which revealed a significant explosion.
In court papers, Khemenie allegedly told police that he was affiliated with ISIS, watched ISIS propaganda on his phone, and was partly inspired to carry out his actions that day by ISIS. Balat allegedly claimed that they wanted to carry out an attack bigger than the Boston Marathon bombing, which Balat noted caused only 3 deaths.
He said only. Oh, man. People were saying that your eyes look demonic yesterday, bro. I see it, especially when you're talking like that. I want to pray and say thank God that those arms didn't even go a little bigger, even though I was joking a little bit. Glad that those police officers were not harmed because they were feet away. Glad that these guys have been arrested, and I'm praying that this can calm down, because this is what I was worried about. People in our country and our state starting to get activated because of their anger due to different situations. And pray for the families and pray for everybody dealing with this ordeal from both countries as well, all countries. Amen. Let's keep on moving forward now. We got to go. We got to get on over to one top congestion prices now. We got $3 in the train station, right? Now we got congestion pricing. And guess what they're about to do, y'all? They're going to make you really not want a car. They're going to possibly make you never want a car. Because you know how you can just find an empty parking spot and park there and you're good. You go upstairs as long as you're on the right side of the street. There's no right side of the street, maybe. Because coming up, how would you feel if they told you had to pay for your parking spot? The free parking spots on the street in New York. The ones that you normally just drive up to and you get a good spot. Okay, I'm here good till tomorrow. Now, you might have to pay for that free spot. What do you guys think about that? So on top of the $3 fare, on top of the $9 and or $15 if you don't have a easy pass. You may possibly have to pay for that free parking spot in New York. That's the new way to try to make some money, you guys. We're going to see if they're going to let this go through with the new legislation, because they're really trying to figure out a way to make some money in our city.
Mamdani administration is exploring every avenue to fill a large hole in the city budget, and a new plan could hit drivers hard by making them pay for free parking spaces around the city. And there are millions of those free spaces. News 4's Andrew Siff has the details.
What if that spot on the street was only available if you paid for it? Driver Richie Cruz wonders.
Somebody may be making over $200,000 could afford.
So now the city is going to be your parking lot on the street. So there's no free parking nowhere. Imagine if that happens. I'm just saying imagine.
Maybe a good $20,000 to $30,000 to buy a spot like this for the year. But somebody down the block who only makes the minimum salary, how could they afford a parking spot?
But what if the city's 3 million free parking spaces weren't free? Manhattan Borough President Brad Hoylman-Siegel says that could help residents find spaces and raise money.
Raise money from who? The already suffering people that don't really got no money now? The people that I see sitting in their car at 9:30 in the morning going like this to try to find another parking spot and try to hurry up and razzle dazzle to get a spot? Those people? And y'all be talking about, yo, why you ain't got no car? For what? It's just a pain in the butt. It ain't really like what it's supposed to be for, a necessity to get you to travel here and from. Not in New York, it's not, because you can only drive about 7 miles an hour anyway when you're on the streets and you're in nothing but traffic. And as soon as you get past 60th Street, boom, got you for the congestive pricing. $9 if you have Easy Pass, $14 if you don't. Come on, y'all, what you need a call for? Let's keep on moving forward, you guys.
For $1 billion worth of revenue that could be generated for the city. But more importantly, this is, in my mind, not about nickel and diming Manhattanites. This is about giving them a consistent place to park their car.
It's an idea that's been floated before, and it seemed to get fresh life this week when the first deputy mayor sounded open to it.
It's not a no.
Deputy Mayor Dean Foulihan confirming all revenue ideas are on the table, with the city facing a giant deficit.
We have to solve this fundamental structural problem, and we need your help to solve that fundamental structural problem.
But the mayor today clarified, you do not fill a $5.4 billion budget gap through parking meters. We need structural change at the scale necessary to put our city back on firm financial footing. As for New Yorkers wondering if their days of parking free are numbered, you think parking should stay free.
Exactly.
Many say the challenge is figuring out where to put your car if you do drive to the city.
I think it's already so difficult to park in Manhattan.
City officials say all revenue-generating ideas are on the table, including parking meters and parking permits, but don't expect anything anytime soon, especially with the budget due at the end of June.
Oh boy, they trying to get us out here, y'all. They don't care about the working man. They trying to get you for the free parking spots now. There's no such thing as free parking now. They got that, congestion pricing. Now the train is $3 to ride the train. $3, $3 whole dollars, right? So it's $6 if you got it one way and going right back. But if you got to go two ways, like take the bus and all that with the transfer, they gonna get you. It's crazy out here, y'all. It's hard out here to make it. And then on top of that with the rent, and then when you're trying to go get some food, the prices are ridiculous. So everywhere they just hitting you. Boom, boom, boom. How we make it here, I don't know. I appreciate all the love, all the hearts, everything, because I need it. I live in this crazy city. I live here. Thank you so much, you guys. We're going to pray for my city, pray for the people here. Hopefully we get it right. Let's keep on moving, you guys. I pay $7, $8K on a property tax to park in my driveway every year. Paying to get stabbed is crazy work. Happy Tuesday, Jordan. It's going to cost so much to put in those parking meters. They're not going to put in parking meters. You don't understand. They're going to make everybody go to the parking place, like to the parking, like to parking or whatever, and probably everybody got to have an Easy Pass. And when they ride by, whoever's parked without having the Easy Pass, saying that they're already paying, boom, they gonna get you. They're gonna do it the reverse way. They're not gonna pay for meters. You gotta get an Easy Pass so they can track you. And if you're not being tracked, you're automatically gonna get smacked. Gonna find you a way to get you. They're gonna find a way to make another ticket for parking without paying now. We don't know what that fine may be. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, because HRC, Hillary Rodham Clinton, has been asked point blank, why is your name on the long list of people that are also being sued? And why are you being sued? She said she didn't know anything about this paperwork, but she looked like she was a little bit aggravated. So why are you getting all mad for if you oh, I didn't know. Okay. How many people believe the testimony coming out of Bill or Hillary's mouth at this point? I can't tell you that I do.
It lists you among 13 specific witnesses for whom Virginia Giuffre was seeking all communications. There are no allegations against you.
So Virginia Giuffre subpoenaed for all communications from certain people. That's the premise of what we're talking about.
But why do you believe you were included on this list with people like Prince Andrew, Alan Dershowitz, Amy Taylor, the Dubins, Jean-Luc Brunel, Bill Clinton, and your...
You don't see that Cheshire cat face, just like, you see that face, y'all? Y'all know that face I'm talking about, right?
Objection. This calls for speculation. It's a partial document. The witness may answer if she can, but it's a list of names in a search term description.
I have no idea. Did you know at any point that your communications were sought after in this lawsuit? I know nothing about this. So you were never made aware that your name was mentioned in this lawsuit? This is the first time I'm seeing this. No one's ever spoken to you about your name in a lawsuit? Not that I recall.
With the high-powered lawyers that you have and the Secretary of State, plus you being the ex-president's wife, the former president's wife, you sound just as convincing as Bill when he said, I did not have sexual intercourse with that woman. Then he did the
Do you think if
this
someone's...
lawsuit, excuse me.
Yes.
A lawsuit or this lawsuit?
This lawsuit.
Okay, sorry.
This lawsuit. So do you think your staff would tell you if you were named in a lawsuit? Would they brief you on it if you were being named in a public filing or in a lawsuit? I don't know what this means. I have no idea. Your communications were sought by Virginia Giuffre Roberts in her suit against Ghislaine Maxwell. No lawyers that I'm aware of ever contacted me. No one ever told you? No. You're never made aware of that? Not that I recall. Did you ever vet the...
I need to stop right now and ask everybody in the chat, how many people believe what she's saying? How many people believe the words that are coming out of her mouth? Thank you so much, AdVertise, for taking 3 months. If you have not gotten your keychain, let me know, because I'll send you a keychain and your decals. I gotta get you, because you already did 3 months. Also, thank you so much, Jordan, for the $5 super chat. Could everybody show some love to Jordan? Because he ain't have to give me jack. I accept dollar tips over here, by the way, you guys. I know it's hard out here for... I understand. I really get it. But yeah, I just want to ask you guys a question. Thumbs up if you believe Hillary and you think that she's telling the truth. Now, she could be telling the truth. And if you don't believe Hillary, I need to see thumbs down. You could say why as well. Thumbs up, whatever. Thumbs down, let me know. I'll say what it is. How many people here believe what she's saying? Let's keep on going.
Wedding guests of your daughter's wedding. Did you know Ghislaine Maxwell was coming? She came as Ted White's guest. But you're a former First Lady, former Senator, former Secretary of State. You didn't vet individuals at events for your daughter.
Brutus says not. It's supposed to be thumbs down.
This was filed when? So it would have been 2024? Yeah, well, the wedding was 2010. I moved on to another question about the wedding, but I know that the chairman wants to ask some questions, so.
He's got a few more, then I'll ask the last question.
Secretary Clinton, thank you again for being here today. I have one final question for you, and then I will turn it over to the chairman.
Spread the jewels.
Would you say that being associated with powerful or influential individuals would give someone credibility? And in this case, Mr. Epstein used that as credibility around the world.
I have no idea what he did or did not do.
Understood.
Just can't believe her at all. Just those faces right there. Everybody is in the comments like, if her mouth is moving, she's lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire. From 4th Street Church, she lies every time her lips move. Like Bill Clinton wearing a dress, liar, liar, liar. It just looks like you can't, it's just some things that you cannot hide after a while. She cannot hide it. Just look at the face. It's like you could smile, it's smug. It's always like, I've done something, and I'm the stuff that I've done is just so, it's like sinister. It's just so, just like a face of stone. Like, Ah, man, you put that hat on her, though, she's still going to look like the Quaker Oats man, though. I'm going to tell you the truth.
Sure. Madam Secretary, what if you're following this, and I'm sure you are, in Britain with the arrest of Prince Andrew and the former ambassador to the British ambassador to the United States, they were arrested, it's my understanding, not for sex crimes, but for potential treason or potential violation of national security protocol. One of the things that a lot of people, and you may call it conspiracy theories or whatever, but I believe I've seen it on CNN, I've seen it on Fox, I've seen it in the Washington Post, the New York Times. There's a lot of speculation that he may have been an asset, and I know several questions have been asked about that today. And you've given a lot of advice for the committee on how we can move forward. And our objective is to get the transparency to the American people, to get the truth to the American people. And by the documents being released, the state documents that we subpoenaed, as well as the DOJ documents, we're already seeing many powerful men and women held accountable. So I feel like this investigation is moving in the right direction. But one of the things where we're stumped is how do we determine whether or not Epstein was a spy, whether or not Epstein was trading secrets, because he had people on the inside, especially in the Obama administration. We're not saying you, but Obama's former counsel that then went to Goldman Sachs. Where do we go in this investigation to try to determine whether or not he was an asset?
You know, Mr. Chairman, I really appreciate that question. And I can't say that about many of the questions, but I really do appreciate that question. And I think it's an absolutely essential question for you to try to examine and find answers for. And I think you said that you had either document requests or maybe even a subpoena to the CIA. I would also include the DNI. I would include any counterintelligence or appropriate unit within the Justice Department.
Oh,
I think you have to cast a wide net. And now that, as you describe, the government in the UK is investigating both Andrew Mountbatten and Peter Mendelsohn, maybe they would cooperate with you in their investigation. And
okay, yeah, now you're starting to tell a little bit more of the layers are starting to come back up out of this, you guys. You're starting to see that right now, because now they're not being so skeptical as to if Jeffrey Epstein was a spy, getting information or probably selling secrets. Why would you be around a president or that long anyway? And President Bill Clinton did say, oh, he just wanted to pick my brain for an hour or two. That was the only thing that he was charging me in order to be on his flights. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Okay, you sure you weren't in on it, Bill? Yeah, Jeffrey Epstein's victims memorial removed from Zorro Ranch. Why are they moving memorials? Why now when 2 months ago you and I were standing here and we were talking about a little bit of hints of noise coming through at Zorro Ranch, where they had said that a few workers said that two people, underage minors who had a little rough something going on with Jeffrey Epstein, could have possibly been buried in a what do they call those, shallow, inside of one of those places on Zorro Ranch. So now all of a sudden today we find out that the memorials have been removed, and when you ask the people that work there why have they been removed, for some reason they just can't tell you why. They don't know what's going on. I think that this is going to get to the point where they get some X-ray situations going on out there, where they start searching the land to see if they can bring any truths to if there's anyone buried underground at Zorro Ranch.
A roadside memorial placed outside the gates of Jeffrey Epstein's former Zorro Ranch to honor the victims of the convicted sex offender and his co-conspirators has been removed. And officials with the New Mexico Department of Transportation say they don't know who is responsible. In New Mexico, it is illegal to deface destroy, or remove a roadside memorial.
So my question is, who did it? And number two is, you already know they probably don't want to shed so much light because they know what's coming. That's another thing. They probably did it at night or when nobody knows about it. Another thing about it is the people that work there, the people that live in that actual town, they know more about what really possibly happened than you and I do. Those are some of the workers. They've probably seen things going on. We don't know what the speculation and what the talk is in that town right there or the next town. We don't know what's going on, but we definitely know that they probably got a lot of workers that worked at that Zorro Ranch that had to know what's going on there, and that's why this is a big story, closer to the source of where it's going on at.
Also known as the Descanso. A woman who answered the intercom outside the gates of the property said she couldn't comment, though she also said she didn't know who was responsible for removing the memorial. All that remains are 4 rocks calling for truth and justice. And across the street, a lone bucket of flowers, apparently tipped over by the wind. This is Daniel Chacon with the Santa Fe New Mexican.
There you go, buddy. Thank you for being out there getting us that info, because we trying to keep it going and seeing what's going on, because ain't nobody else out there doing it. They're trying to keep that low, because they know if that peel up and they really find something out there, they're going to really have a lot to explain, because he lived out there too for a long time. Let's get on over to Forbes report. It's an incredibly disturbing. Debbie Wasserman, she saw and read the unredacted Epstein files. She's got some real in-depth information for us. I tried to queue it up as much as I could because of the information that she has. It's just so much that she has. Let's keep on going, you guys. Do me a favor. I really appreciate it. Since you're getting so much new news from this situation, I'd really appreciate it if you can double tap that screen. It gets the likes up to get more people over here to see our show. If you have not subscribed yet, we're trying to get up to 70,000 subscribers. So could you go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell down there so that you know when we're on. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Let's go.
Congresswoman Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Congresswoman, thank you so much for joining me.
Thanks for having me as always, Brittany.
I want to pick your brain on something that you did this week. You looked through the unredacted Epstein files. Walk us through that experience. What was it like?
I did. Unfortunately, the transparency law that we passed to require the unredacted version of the Epstein files to be public was violated by the Trump administration, because when the files were released and under that law, there were thousands and thousands of redactions.
Thank you, Jordan.
Now, had they just been redactions of the names of victims as the law required, then that would have been one thing. But it was very clear that there was far more than that, and so we have an opportunity at the Department of Justice to go and look at the unredacted version. And what I saw, Brittany, was incredibly disturbing. There were not only government lawyers who were involved in the negotiation of the sweetheart deal that Epstein got, whose names were redacted illegally, but also I saw the names of individuals like a billionaire hedge fund manager who was implicated in the likelihood that he knew about Jeffrey Epstein's crimes, traveled to Jeffrey Epstein's island, was on his plane, and it clearly indicated that he had that information. Why wasn't he interviewed? Why isn't the FBI investigating him? These are things that absolutely should occur so that the Epstein survivors can get a measure of justice. There was another name redacted that was of a private investigator who was accused of going into Jeffrey Epstein's home to remove items to hide his crimes.
We know about that because Jeffrey Epstein paid them to do that, to put those items inside of storage. Sounds like a real possibility, don't it, y'all? We know what's up. Do me a favor now, let's get those likes up. Come on.
And his name was redacted. Why isn't he being investigated? Why hasn't he been brought before the Oversight Committee to testify about what he knew? So, I mean, that just scratches the surface, and it's all incredibly disturbing, unlawful, and I'm going to just continue to fight for the full transparency that the public and the survivors deserve.
those types of names weren't supposed to be redacted. So the next question is obviously, why were they redacted, right? Has the DOJ said anything? Because there's millions and millions of documents, and I'm sure there's probably a mistake or two on redactions, but you think that this is a cover-up, right?
Oh, there's no question. I mean, there's just too many names for it not to be a cover-up. I mean, when I was looking through the files, there were government lawyers who were discussing their concern over the possibility that Ghislaine Maxwell was going to get a pardon in 2020. I mean, why would? And these were lawyers that were concerned and seemed in the correspondence not to want to get her to have her get a pardon. There was another series of names that were redacted that shouldn't have been, where they were discussing something that was unethical and suggested that the email should be deleted. And those names were redacted. It's certainly possible that, and even likely that some of the names were accidentally redacted, but there are thousands of redactions. And I mean, just by example, the number of times that government lawyers involved in the negotiation over the sweetheart deal that Jeffrey Epstein got whose names were redacted, none of them should be redacted ever. And they were redacted countless times.
Oh man, yeah, y'all, major cover up right in your face. You know what they call the new word for cover up? Redacted. 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 That's how they do it. They redact it. Keep on moving forward, you guys, because we got Rosanna Arquette, who basically dismisses Virginia Giuffre's cause of Dillsneth, the actor's bombshell on the Epstein situation right here on The Survivor. She said, I was a friend of Virginia's. Have no idea why they're trying to say this, and she does not believe it. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. One of our headers up here right now. Let's go.
He emphasized that despite the immense challenges she faced throughout her life, she remained a source of strength and hope for other survivors. But about a year after Giuffre's death, Rosanna Arquette is expressing deep skepticism about the official explanation. Speaking to the Times of London, the actress said she had personally known Giuffre and had spent time speaking with women who accused Epstein. Arquette explained that her connection to these survivors runs deep. Calling them warriors, she said she had many conversations with the women involved in the Epstein case and admired their courage in speaking out. She also emphasized the need to continue protecting survivors who come forward with allegations of abuse. When asked directly if she believed Giuffre died by suicide, Arquette's response was short but powerful. She said simply, I do not. Arquette's connection to the issue is also personal. Like many women in Hollywood who spoke out during the Me Too movement, she previously made allegations against disgraced film producer Harvey Weinstein. Arquette claimed that during an encounter in the 1990s at the Beverly Hilton Hotel, Weinstein grabbed her hand and tried to force it toward his genitals.
Whoa.
The producer denied the accusation.
Whoa.
Still, Arquette has long been outspoken about the treatment of women in powerful industries and the difficulties survivors face when challenging influential figures. That background, she says, helped her build a bond with the women who accused Epstein. Arquette is not the only person who has questioned the circumstances surrounding Giuffre's death. Soon after her passing in 2025, Giuffre's father, Sky Roberts, publicly called for a deeper investigation. Roberts pointed to past social media posts in which Giuffre had stated she did not have suicidal thoughts. Her attorney, Kari Loudon, also expressed surprise after learning of her death. In interviews at the time, Loudon said she had seen no indication that Giuffre was considering suicide.
Believe this, man.
Those comments fueled speculation online and prompted renewed scrutiny of the circumstances surrounding the tragedy.
When people have enough money and they got enough power, they can set up anything to look like a TV show. I'm telling you, they had a bus come around the corner. Oh my God! Yeah, then the next thing you're hit by the bus. Ain't nobody stupid, man. I don't want to believe. I'm not believing that crap. I do not believe that she committed either. She was doing fine, was doing good. And the bad thing about it was she lived off grid. That's one thing I did notice. Because sometimes something like that can work for you or it can actually work against you. Do your boy a favor. Let's double tap that screen to get those likes up. I really would appreciate it, you guys. We got to get on over to California. Knows how to party. Because in the city of LA. But no, that ain't really where we going right now. We got to do the Under My Umbrella. Ella, 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 eh. Or Diamonds. You know what I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about your girl, Riri. That's right, we going over there to see what's going on with Riri and A$AP Rocky right now. Y'all already know yesterday, homegirl came through with the... She was not playing. I guess she said, you know what? I don't owe you nothing, so it's better have my money. And I don't think it's funny because the kids was in the house. So yeah, let me fall back on that. And I want to pray and say thank you for nothing that happened to Rihanna and A$AP and the children while they were at home. But we got this person's name right now. The suspect in Riri's house pow identified as a Florida woman who's 35 years old. Her name is Yolanda Lizette Ortiz. Let's get into this real quick, you guys. And I'd appreciate if you can double tap that screen to get those likes up. Let's see what's going on with this situation. I don't even know why she did it. She ain't claiming nothing, but they're over there patching up holes with white tape.
Shooting outside of the home of Rihanna and A$AP Rocky. A 35-year-old woman from Orlando, Florida, is now in custody and booked for attempted murder. We have live team coverage in place for you tonight. Let's begin with NBC4's Alex was there live outside of Rihanna's home there in Beverly Crest. Alex.
Yeah, Michael, thankfully no one was hurt here. Police say Ivana Ortiz fired 7 to 9 rounds using an AR-15 style rifle at Rihanna's property. They fired...
I just want to call something out because you're totally right about this. Angels Among Us, the time that she looking at is ridiculous for doing it. I'm talking about the time she looking at. You talking about sit down, watch your head, get your life in order, and get used to being here because you ain't going nowhere.
While Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, and their 3 kids were inside the home. Now, the police made a quick arrest here, but I want to step out of the way because their investigation continues. You can see the road is still blocked off right now as they look into this shooting at the home of one of the most famous families in the world.
No, Los Angeles.
Today, LAPD detectives returned to Rihanna and A$AP Rocky's home, one day after police say 35-year-old Ivana Ortiz fired gunshots at the pop star's property.
Our criminalists are going to be doing some trajectory analysis. They're going to need the street.
NBC4 investigates learned Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, and their 3 kids were inside their Beverly Crest home when the shooting took place around 1:30 Sunday afternoon. Police say Ortiz fired gunshots at the front gate using an AR-15 style rifle.
Wesley unit, shooting just occurred. 10 gunshots fired from the vehicle at the gate.
LAPD arrested Ortiz 3 miles away at the Sherman Oaks Galleria. Back at Rihanna's Beverly Crest home, a Hollywood tour van stopped by to check it out.
First of all, we love Rihanna. We pray for her, and we pray for all the celebrities that they're respected. And we do respect their privacy, even though we drive past their houses.
Tourists on board were surprised to learn the news.
To come and invade their privacy, their safety, and their private space, it's just horrific. I think people should be respected at their homes.
After the shooting Sunday, News Chopper 4 shot video of several bullet holes on the gate outside the home. By this morning, those bullet holes were covered up. And as you look live here in Beverly Crest, the road where this shooting happened, again, the police continue their investigation right now. We still don't know the motive, if this was random or if this person specifically targeted A$AP Rocky or Rihanna. We did reach out to reps for both of them, but we didn't hear back. We did not see them out in the neighborhood today. But for more on the woman who was arrested here, I want to send it over to my colleague, Karma Dickerson.
Yes, Alex, coming to you from the Sherman Oaks Gallery, and that's about 5 miles from where you are right now. Thousands of miles from where the woman was recently living in Orlando. Now, it's not clear, as you mentioned, why exactly she found herself.
Somebody says she might be a disgruntled house worker that didn't get paid.
Allegedly at the home of Rihanna, A$AP Rocky, and their children, allegedly firing into that home. But it is clear that at least in some contexts, Rihanna was on her radar.
It was a white Tesla, as you know, on cold water.
Bullet holes from a rifle in the megastar's front gate.
10 gunshots fired from the vehicle at the gate.
A manhunt, then an arrest outside of a popular mall.
The details surrounding the Sunday afternoon shooting at superstar Rihanna's home are worrisome and bizarre. Police say this Florida woman, Ivana Ortiz, is responsible.
You ain't messing with me.
That's her in a social media video.
She meant that. Shh. Now do your boy a favor, because you ain't getting this from nowhere else but here at Our Bottom Line. About 6-something in the morning, I'm over here in a violet lavender suit just for you guys, trying to keep it cool. Do your boy a favor, BOOGOTTINYC. This Our Bottom Line, #1 co-host, #1 family in the YouTube history. All we asking for is to double tap that screen. That's all we want, to get those likes up, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We do this every single day. The notification bell down there gonna let you know when we're on. Let's go.
February 27th. What prompted Ortiz to allegedly shoot at the entertainment, beauty, and fashion mogul's house while she, her partner A$AP Rocky, and their 3 children were home is unclear. But according to some of Ortiz's social media accounts, Rihanna was on her radar. Ortiz referencing or tagging Rihanna in several disparaging social media posts.
This is going in the camera. This is going online.
Though the meaning wasn't always clear, she also made negative references to Cardi B and Kim Kardashian. She doesn't appear to have been in LA for long. The 35-year-old is a speech pathologist according to her social media profiles. She lists herself as the owner of Orlando Speech Clinic. A company and woman of the same name have an active registration on a Medicaid provider system. A February 19 social media post seems to show her at work in that job. However, she also has 2023 arrests in Florida, including one for misdemeanor domestic violence battery.
Now I get what you were trying to say. Florida never fails, because she went to LA via being a Floridian. Now I get what you mean. I told you guys Florida never fails, and she did this by proxy. She said, you know what, I'm gonna go somewhere else and take my Florida style and show them Florida wow. Now I get what you're talking about.
Into the police affidavit, the officer found Ortiz to be the aggressor. Now that Ortiz, the accused in this case, is being held on over $10 million bail. We did reach out to the LA County DA's office to find out if she has been charged formally. Earlier today, they said they had not yet received the investigation from the police. Reporting live from Sherman Oaks, Carmen Dickerson, NBC.
All right, Carmen, thank you for the work that you just put in just now. We appreciate it. We definitely appreciate it. We got to keep on going now, right now. What we got over here? No, we're not doing that. Oh, yeah, we got to do that one. Because now, yeah, we got to lead it up. Oh, boy. How many of you people like to travel? And how many fellas be like, would you leave me alone? I don't want to go to no damn Dubai. I don't want to go to no Puerto Rico. I want to stay here for my vacation. I mean, how many guys like that? You got the girlfriend, always want to go somewhere. Let's go here. Let's go here. When we can get. Let's freaking hell. I don't want to go to. Even though sometimes you might want to go, fellas. Y'all know what I mean, right? Especially when they want you to go places where you got to take these long 18-hour flights, 20-hour flights. You be like, yo, check this out, man. I could just go in the living room and have a couple of sandwiches, and I'll be good for my vacation. You know, I ain't got to go nowhere. That's a real vacation for a man. Let me tell you something. Especially if it's the summertime, when there's some games on. I know a lot of the fellas going to be like, yo, why we got to go anywhere? The games is on. Y'all already know what I'm talking about, especially around Super Bowl time. How many fellas understand what I'm talking about right now? She always want to go somewhere. Let's go to Dubai. You never been to Acapulco before? See, you got to start broadening your horizons. Go out there and get... I'll be like, oh my God, okay. But you know what? Might want to use this the next time she asking you to go out, fellas. Especially if you get caught up in a situation like this. I'm not going to laugh about it, because it's pretty bad. But the situation is, we got some the U.S. is urging Americans, of course, to leave the Middle East, because you shouldn't be out there right now, because you know what's going on. We got the war going on. But the sad part about it is, we got a couple of couples from Cincinnati, and they stuck where, guys? They're stuck in Dubai. I wonder how those couples got out to Dubai. I wonder whose idea it was to go to Dubai. Come on, guys. Let's get on over to Dubai. Let's see what's going on in Dubai.
Right now, the State Department is urging Americans in 14 countries in the Middle East to leave the region immediately. Many, including a couple from Cincinnati currently stranded in Dubai, are finding that's easier said than actually done. They told me today they are looking at every possible option to get back home here to their 3 kids, in a story you'll see only on Local 12 News. These 4 couples from Cincinnati traveled to Dubai expecting to be there for 4 days. They're now trapped in a war zone with no idea when they'll be able to leave.
Everyone's like, oh, they're going to help you. They're going to help you. Like, nobody's helping us. Nobody's saving us but God.
Kiara Jones' husband, Tony, was on a boat Saturday night when he shot this video of what appears to be a missile flying through the Dubai sky. They were on the water.
See what happened, fellas? When you go to the restaurant she want to go to, when you go on that cruise that she told you to go to, you know the fellas be out here like, yo, I'm going to get some. Hell with it, I'm going, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go. Next thing you know, you ain't never expect to see no missile in the sky, huh, brother? Was it worth the missile? Let's keep on going, let's go.
Water celebrating what was supposed to be the final night of their trip.
That was a little nerve-wracking because now we don't know what this means, right? This has all hit us in a matter of seconds. Yeah. We didn't know that there was a conflict going on, right? We're out here having a good time and all of a sudden we're in the middle of a war.
The return flight the next day was quickly canceled. The ongoing conflict in the Middle East has left airspace in much of the region closed indefinitely.
They rebooked us for the 6th, which would have been this Friday. Then they canceled that, rebooked us for the 9th, canceled that, rebooked us for the 10th, canceled that, rebooked us for the 11th.
The couple spent hours on the phone with United Airlines Wednesday. They were told if they can get out of the Middle East, the airline will get them home. So they bought one-way tickets to Amsterdam for this coming Monday, but there's no guarantees.
As of today, the Dubai International Airport just closed until the 7th. Mm-hmm. So it's like if we look up our flight that we booked this morning, you can't even see it.
Whenever Tony and Kiara get home, their 3 kids will surely be happy to see their mom and dad. Family and friends are now stepping up to care for the kids for however long is needed.
Now when they come on, girl, we was caught out in Dubai. You should know when we went out there for our trip, how crazy it was. Girl, I don't know if I'm going back out. Y'all already know what we're going to get from Joaquima and Jerome. Y'all know what's going to go down. But hey, they had a good trip and now they're making the best of it. And they got some extended babysitters. Don't know what they're going to do about their jobs by the time they get home. They probably already overshot their vacations. But fellas, keep your ass at home. You understand? Oh, you don't never want to go nowhere. Now show her this video. I'm just messing around. You can go on trips and stuff like that. Don't be like me. Them kids are orphans now. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's wrong. Amazing decisions. Let's go to the Middle East, right? They have quads in Dubai, restaurants in stateside. Exactly. Why are you even there? No wonder it says to pray about everything. Yeah, we need to pray for them. Hope that they get home soon because I know them babysitters, they tired of them damn kids. Yeah, that's right. Excuse me for saying that, but take care of them. Take care of the kids. Hopefully they get home safe. And all of the American citizens who are trapped out there, let them get home safely, Lord. Amen. Just a joke. Sorry about that, you guys. Now we got to get over to the TSA overall because you're trying to go on spring break. Yeah, we still got a couple of the girlfriends that want to go to the local places. She still want to go like down to Cancun. Got the ones that want to go to South Beach. It ain't out the country, so we still could go. You know what I'm saying? So travelers who's stuck in the long lines now at the TSA line, looking at her like this, like, man, listen, yeah, because summer, spring break, partial government shutdown. Good time to go out there on spring break, you guys. Yeah, because it's not over. This is the spring break crowd right here. And not at the beach. That's at the airport.
This morning, as spring break travel ramps up, chaos at multiple U.S. airports. Travelers facing hours-long delays during this partial government shutdown.
You're going to need a vacation after you get through all this.
Funding for the Homeland Security Department, which includes the TSA, expired last month, meaning TSA officers, for the second time in 6 months, are being forced to work without pay, prompting more agents to call out sick. That's causing delays of up to 3 hours in security lines, including here in Houston.
Kansas. We got here at 10 a.m. My flight was departing at 1:50, and we're not going to make that here. The guy said to me, heads up, it's a mess down there. And man, he was right.
In New Orleans, lines stretched through multiple floors and into the parking garage. The disruptions come as
I used to get to the airport like an hour, then I started going OD, do 2 hours. Situation like this, you might as well don't even take a hotel room. That's like 6 hours you might as well be thinking about standing there. And then hope and then pray that your flight don't get canceled. That's right, you guys. Yes, we're doing it today. That's right, you guys. We do it every day. Y'all don't know? If we get over 500 likes, we're going to be sending out 6 keychains, and we're going to be sending out 6 purple Sunday decals from Our Bottom Line. That's right. So you can have this for your laptop, bumper sticker, any way you want to put it, so you can be a part of the fam. And yo, ain't that cute right there? Put that on your dog's chain, or maybe the dog tag, or maybe your keys, and send us a photo of that so we can see how you rolling. Hey, Liberty, I was nosy the other day. I heard that you took a photo and you're going to put it on your animal's on your animal. You owe me a picture. I'd like to get it so we can put it in the post notification area, please. Thank you very much. I'd appreciate that photo immediately. You know my email address is bridgethisllc@gmail.com. After you take that photo shoot with your little baby, I want to put it up in the post notification area. Let's keep on going, you guys.
Airlines brace for a 4% increase in spring break travelers compared to last year. That's nearly 3 million passengers expected each day. The partial government shutdown stems from a standoff in Congress. Democrats are demanding changes to immigration enforcement before they approve new Homeland Security funding. An organization representing airlines is urging Congress and the administration to negotiate a deal, saying America's transportation security workforce is too important to be used as political leverage. But now, a possible new logjam in Congress. President Trump says he won't sign any new bills into law until the Senate approves the SAVE Act. That's a bill that would require people show proof of citizenship and a photo ID in order to vote. Democrats claim it'll lead to voter suppression.
Yeah, sure. It'll lead to people that's not supposed to be voting, not voting, and they're not supposed to be. And that's exactly how it's supposed to be. How it's supposed to be. Exactly. Do your boy a favor, double tap that screen to get those likes up. Certain things I'm for and certain things I'm against. Show your ID. Make sure you're the right person. Then you can vote. That's it. I don't even want to be able to go there without showing my own identification. I do not want to. I want to be like, yep, this is my name. Write me, strike me over there, because this way you know I came to vote. Then I go ahead and do what I got to do, and then I feel comfortable. I want to show identification in order to vote, so I can know, so I can let them know and prove to them that it's me. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get on over to New York. Told you I had a cold. I ain't gonna sing the whole song. We got a crazy situation right here. Let me tell you something. If you ever get in trouble with the law, you ever get evicted, you ever have a situation with somebody, the first thing that detectives always say to the person that's the victim or the person that's in the crime is, you have any problems with anybody? Anybody having you come and calling you or maybe threatening you, anything like that? Trust me, that's the most basic things that they always do. Also, if something happens and you're the last person that was there, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna be the person that's blamed for this crime. In Queens, we got a fire that was allegedly set by a father and a son after their businesses got evicted. The day after their business got evicted, the day before their business got evicted, yeah, the roof was on fire. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Like nobody was gonna know about this and see that you guys were the ones that did it. Let's go.
Son allegedly had a phony lease and we're not paying rent at this print shop here in Queens. And prosecutors say when they lost an appeal to fight the eviction here, they torched the place and it was caught on camera. This is just one image of the fire that federal prosecutors say was intentionally set by a vengeful father and son facing eviction from the store they rented in Richmond Hill. The U.S. Attorney's evidence includes images of Narinder and Jawahar Singh lurking around the print shop 4 hours before the February 18th fire. Store surveillance video from inside their own store allegedly shows them stacking paper towels up on a hot plate. Prosecutors say the Singhs then left the store and used a Wi-Fi enabled electric plug to power on the hot plate.
He didn't pay the rent from the last 3 years.
Vipin and Abhijit, who run a business.
He thought that he was going to get away with that. Well, let me use this remote control outlet so when I'm not here, I can do it. And you got caught. You think the detectives ain't going to find out what kind of what kind of outlet that was? You stupid dunter.
Business next to the print shop say the Singhs were not good neighbors and hadn't paid their rent in 3 years. Federal prosecutors say the Singhs lost their eviction fight in court on the same day that they set the stage for the fire and were to be removed on.
They tried to do the Goodfellas move. Remember they tried to do the Goodfellas move where they were setting up the restaurants? Boom! You remember who the one I'm talking about, right? People said that they've been doing this since day one. Exactly. They stupid.
February 18th.
The last day of he get the marshal, so he have to empty the store, but at the last day he do something like that.
Abhijit showing the damage to Vipin Kumar's store as the fire did spread through the attached stores on 101st Avenue. It's estimated they lost $200,000, not only in damages, but due to the lost sales.
A lot of money. He didn't get open his store from the 2 weeks, I guess, and have lost all of the item behind the store.
Yeah, because all this inventory probably got smoke damage, and don't nobody want to buy that stuff. He's terrible. It's messed up other businesses too.
And the charge here is federal in part because some of the property destroyed was involved in interstate commerce. Now, the son was arraigned today in federal court and bail was set at $100,000. The father will be arraigned tomorrow.
Oh, that was a dumb decision right there. Dumb de lum de la. Both of y'all stupid for that right there. Gotta tell you, y'all was dumb for that. And they got what they deserve. They got what they deserve. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. If y'all could do me a favor, just to let me know that you show love and support for the show, since we are up every single day doing this and it ain't nowhere near over. Double tap that screen and get those likes up. It gets more people over here to see about stories like that. Let's get on over to Detroit, where we got a woman whose father is going to be speaking out after her pow-powing. She came in town just to pay her respects at a friend's funeral, and she lost her life at a repast. Let's get on over to Detroit, you guys. This is a sad story of a mother and a daughter.
One of the victims killed at a funeral repast in Detroit is looking for answers about his daughter's death.
Yeah, the shooting happened last week near the intersection of Sherwood and Emory on Detroit's east side. CBS News Detroit's Terrell Bailey is here in studio with us. And Terrell, we talked to that father today, and he says his daughter's not from the area.
Yeah, Shayna, Terrence, it's been 1 week since that funeral repast shooting. 2 people died. One of those victims is 22-year-old Haja Sedano. This evening, I spoke to her father, and he says this situation has been very hard, especially since his daughter was in town for that funeral.
I can understand if it was like a club, a party, people get drunk, they get, do stuff, but at a repast, it's kind of hard to believe.
The last week has been a bit of a shock for Jose Sedano. His daughter Haja Sedano lived in Kentucky. She was visiting Detroit after her friend recently died in a car crash.
Anywhere that she was just very vibrant. Everybody liked her, always had a smile on her face. Just knowing that she's not going to be around anymore is kind of, it sucks, man. It's a terrible feeling, man.
Police say the shooting occurred in the parking lot outside of the repast. We've learned dozens of people were there, and Haja's father hopes that someone will identify the shooter.
Talk to the authorities, and see what they can do, but, we have 2 families that are suffering right now.
Haja is described as being full of life. Her father tells me his daughter loved cooking and all things fashion.
She's a singer, loves singing, she writes her own music. And she has already music that's already recorded and ready to go.
The 22-year-old now leaves behind 4 siblings and a 3-year-old daughter.
She's another vibrant little girl, and she's very talkative and very animated. So it's going to be hard to kind of break it to her,
Haja's father has been keeping in contact with local authorities. He says one person was arrested, but they were released 72 hours later.
He also told me that they do have a warrant out for someone. They're just waiting to pick him up.
While Jose isn't familiar with the city of Detroit, he's hoping his daughter's killing will spark change.
The sheriff or you guys as captain, your mayor, it's gonna take some real effort to kind of minimize all the dangers that these young people are facing. Not just young people, but the community in whole.
What a sad story there. Well, Haja will be laid to rest this weekend. Her father says he's looking to turn this bad situation into something positive. He's considering coming to Detroit and working with community activists to curb gun violence. Of course, we'll continue to follow this story, but for now, in studio, Terrell Bailey, CBS News, Detroit.
Sad story right there, you guys. I want to pray for her. I want to pray for her father. She has a 2-year-old child as well that doesn't know. You heard what he said. She's not even going to believe. I think if she was actually 2 or 4 years old, as a matter of fact, 4-year-old, she's not going to be able to deal with this. She's going to probably be always asking, where's my mommy at? It's going to be a real bad one right here, you guys. And we're going to just hope and pray that the family bonds together and try to give them as much support as possible, as well as the community. We're going to pray that things like this please stop happening. Although we know that that's a really big prayer to be asking right now. But just to try to get some calmness and some peace for the family, and so they can try to get through this tragic time. Amen, you guys. Let's keep on moving forward. Sad situation right there. We got to get on over to Hungary. That's right. We got some detained people that were moving around with $82 million, and they got caught. They got caught with cash and gold. They're not going to be able to speak any of this language here, but I'm just trying to prove to you guys that we go everywhere. Come on now, $82 million. I don't care if I had to say to read it all to you guys. Hungary, $82 million. We got this Hungarian terrorism officers who intercepted Ukrainian armored money transport vehicles at a service station. You know, I did hear about a lot of corruption coming out of Ukraine in the past. All right? Don't get mad at me. Never believed it though.
Nem szabad ilyenkor.
We must not give in to either blackmail or threats at this time, but most clearly state that we will not fulfill the Ukrainian. Or could this be all a setup? Because you never know how things are made nowadays.
Sem a zsarolásnak, sem a fenyegetésnek engedni, hanem meg kell mondani világosan, hogy azt az ukrán követelést.
We demand that we abandon cheap Russian energy because doing so would ruin millions of Hungarian households.
Hogy váljunk le az olcsó orosz energiáról. Nem fogjuk teljesíteni, mert azzal tönkretennénk magyar háztartást.
We will not support Ukraine in the war because this is not our war. We will not give money to the Ukrainians.
Sok millióit nem fogjuk támogatni Ukrajnát a háborúban, mert ez nem a mi háborunk.
Which they are successfully extorting from other countries of the European Union. He is claiming that Ukraine is now extorting other countries from the European Union.
Nem fogunk pénzt adni az ukránoknak, amit egyébként sikeresen kizsarolnak az Európai
But we will not pay, we will not give money.
Unió többi országából, de mi nem fogunk fizetni, nem adunk pénzt, és nem fogjuk.
And we will not allow Ukraine into the European Union because doing so would ruin Hungary.
Az Európai Unióba beengedni Ukrajnát, mert tönkretennénk vele Magyarországot.
Ми вважаємо, що це акт.
They believe that this is an act of state racketeering and terrorism unacceptable. Can't say that word.
Рекету і тероризму неприпустимий. Ми будемо.
We will act in a mirror manner. $82 million in money and gold that they recovered. Don't know how, don't know which way. We probably gonna never find out the truth, y'all, but it happened. Let's keep on moving forward now to Arizona, because at least $7.2 million and taxes funds have been stolen from the Arizona school voucher program. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. Yeah, all over, they're stealing that money, because with great power, it comes great responsibility.
Now to a story that you'll only see on 12 News. The records that 12 News has been fighting for finally revealed the one toy that parents are spending millions of tax dollars buying.
For nearly a year, 12 News has fought for access to public records from state schools chief Tom Horn and treasurer Kimberly Yee. Those two now running against each other in the Republican primary for state superintendent co-manage the state's education voucher program. 12 News took both Yee and Horn to court, and now we're the only media outlet in Arizona to have detailed receipts of what was purchased on your dime.
It was a toy. It was a pretty expensive toy that they were spending the money on. I don't know if they were actually buying these toys or maybe acting like they were, but this toy, they spent a lot of money on it. You guys have any idea what this toy is that they're talking about in Arizona? What's your favorite toy? Probably a teddy bear or maybe something like that. Maybe, I don't know, basketball or a car. What's your favorite toy when you were a kid? You guys, yes, toys. And guess what kind of toy that they ran it up with? Yeah. You got it. Check it out.
12 News investigative journalist Craig Harris is joining us now for the very latest in our series, The $1 Billion Education Experiment. Craig?
Good evening, Mark and Caribe. These records reveal millions of purchases and empowerment scholarship accounts since 2022, when the program was open to all Arizona kids. And we'll start with what you could call the building blocks of one ESA controversy: millions spent on Legos. Like ringing the alarm bell, or at least raising a red flag. When you put the pieces together, the picture comes into frame. For the first time, 12 News has access to a majority of school choice receipts, revealing that on just Legos alone, they show parents spent a combined $7.2 million.
I am used to being flabbergasted by the numbers coming out of the ESA voucher program, but $7.2 million on Legos does surprise me. As a taxpayer, I find it really offensive, especially when our public schools can't afford the very basics for instruction.
Beth Lewis, who leads Save Our Schools Arizona, first brought the Lego spending into light back into 2023. At the time, schools chief Tom Horn said in a press release, no ESA parent has been reimbursed $500 to buy Legos. But the department's own records show they certainly have. Just 5 months after Horn took office, his department approved a single purchase for $611 in Legos. A few weeks later, $776 for Legos for the same parent's account. Now the records that Horn's office fought in court to keep hidden, they show that one family has been reimbursed $16,000 just for Legos. Another family almost double that.
You think they probably got something going on with the Lego people at the Lego store maybe? Lego, my ego? Not those kind of Egos, but these kind of Legos, the building blocks?
22 families spent at least $10,000 each on Legos. Nearly 500 Lego sets cost $500 or more. Among those are 175 Star Wars themed sets.
So you know what I'm thinking that they're doing? They're gonna keep it in a certain type of product. They're gonna make sure it's a high value product, sort of a product, and they're gonna keep the thing rolling. So you know what you guys gotta do? Just make sure you get the expensive Legos, make sure you always return them, and then slide the piece to the person that's supposed to get it. Because all they're doing is getting reimbursed. They just have to show a receipt for said Legos. You get what's going on here? The parents are being reimbursed.
$30,000 worth of Legos. That's the outlier. But the outliers do raise a question of what kind of policy structures we have in place to ensure that over the course of multiple years, a kid's primary educational materials aren't Legos.
That's Princeton professor Jennifer Jennings, who studies school choice and analyzed the records for 12 News.
So there's a series of Star Wars related Lego sets that constitute the high end of that, but there's also plenty.
And recirculating the same receipts. Look at the prices. You guys know the prices. Somebody said that one Lego piece inside a set could be worth more than a whole set.
Of middle range, $400, $500 sets.
Horn declined an on-camera interview for this story, but his spokesman reminded 12 News that parents are free to buy Legos with their ESA funds. He said Legos are an allowable expense and common in district and charter schools.
When I had Legos for my students, I used them for years and years and years for every single class. And then when I was done with them, I donated them to another teacher. There's no reason to be spending $30,000 for Legos for one child.
Okay, you guys, you already know what's going on there. They found what we call a loophole in the system. You guys appreciate it because you wasn't going to get that nowhere else but here on Our Bottom Line at 6 o'clock in the morning. Plus, I'd appreciate it if we can double tap that screen. It'd be nice to get up to 100,000 followers soon because it's my birthday month. Come on, y'all. We can do it. I know it's a big order to ask, but I know we can do it. Let's keep on going, you guys, because now we got to get on over to New York. And if I can make it there, I'll make it bum. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York. Got it. Let's go, y'all. We got 2 Bucks County teens. More information since they came in custody. That's right, you guys. After the possible act of terrorism, now where are they going to go and what's going on with these 2 guys? We got history on where they're from. We got their ages. We got their names. We got everything on these 2 guys right here because this is part of the leading stories from Mom Dami with the boom, boom, boom. Now we got the names and much more information about these guys. Let's go, you guys.
Tonight, 2 teens.
As you know, certain words I can say and certain words I can't, so I'll let them say it.
Tonight, 2 teens from Pennsylvania are in federal custody, tied to dueling protests near the mayor of New York City's residence yesterday. Thank you for joining us for NBC 10 News at 6. I'm Johnny Archer. Investigators say both teens have ties to Bucks County and we confirmed one is from Langhorne. They're accused of traveling nearly 90 miles to Gracie Mansion on Saturday. NBC 10's Siobhan McGurl has what we know so far
y'all, hit that
about
like
this
button.
developing story. Siobhan?
We've learned one of those teenagers is a student here in the Khemenie School District. Federal charges could be coming for the teens after an explosive device was thrown in New York City near the mayor's official residence.
Witnesses reported seeing flames and smoke as it traveled through the air before it struck a barrier and extinguished itself a few feet from police officers.
NYPD Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch said yesterday 18-year-old Amir Balat threw that device, identifying him as a counter-protester at this anti-Islam demonstration. The commissioner said Balat then ran to get a second device from another man, a 19-year-old.
Mr. Balat lights the device and starts running with it. He then drops the device.
In an update today, the commissioner said the bomb squad conducted a preliminary analysis of the device, confirming it is in fact an improvised explosive device that could have caused serious injury or death. She added that Amir Balat and Ibrahim Qayyumi were arrested on scene and are in custody in connection with the matter. The NYPD is working on the investigation with federal partners. Sources tell NBC 10 both men are from Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Qayyumi has ties to Newtown. We've learned Balat is a student in a Khemenie school district. We went to an address in a Langhorne neighborhood asking about Balat. The person who answered said he was not there and declined to comment further or share information about possible legal representation for Balat. An FBI spokesperson says the FBI and NYPD are conducting interviews, including reaching out to people who may know them in Pennsylvania. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani shared this statement today, saying in part, violence at a protest is never acceptable. The attempt to use an explosive device and hurt others is not only criminal, it is reprehensible and the antithesis of who we are. We've learned a third person from our region was arrested in connection to the protest in New York City. The NYPD says Ian McGinnis, a 21-year-old from Philadelphia, is facing charges including assault and reckless endangerment. We've reached out to try to get in touch with Ian, learn more about those charges. We have not heard back. We will continue following this developing.
I got some more on this story. Give me some more right here. I got a little bit more, you guys. I got the developing NYPD that they recovered a third, that's right, a third IED over here. Let's go. Here's another one. It ain't over.
Of the Middle East Forum and former U.S. Navy Special Forces member Jim Hansen. Jim, thank you so much for joining us. I mean, the details here are shocking. We're talking about NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch confirming that these devices were in fact real IEDs that could cause death or serious injury, and reports of bomb-making material found in a car nearby. And now these two suspects are being investigated for potential ties to ISIS. Would you describe this, what you just saw on our screen right there with that potential IED being thrown, as a terror attack?
It's 100% a terror attack. It was attacking someone based on their ideology with an attempt to kill them, and obviously to intimidate other people into not using their First Amendment right to protest. Now, Jake Shields is not a good person, but what I found reprehensible was when Mayor Mamdani decided to talk about this, he started off by smearing the victims in this terror attack before he even got to the idea that maybe it's a bad idea to conduct a terror attack in the United States. That happened with other Democratic leaders as well. I think you need to look at yourself and look at what's going on. I don't agree with the protesters there, but I think they have a right to say what they're saying without fear of being blown up.
Yeah, I don't hang out around no protest and none of that crap, because you never know what other people's thoughts are going to be. They might do something like that. I done seen them shoot Roman candles at each other, Roman candles, throw M80s. Even though they're fireworks, when you're throwing a firework, an M80 at somebody, that's a weapon right there, y'all. It's crazy out there. I want to pray for these people. Hopefully they get to the bottom of what they're trying to get to, because right now, the way the streets look and the way the cities look, we need prayer and we need love, Lord. Please help us out as much as you can. Praying for everybody. Amen. Let's keep on going to Ohio. We got to get on over to Toledo in Swanton, a small town called Swanton, where a man who's been cited for feeding stray cats. Me, myself, I would do the same thing. Mark Dorfman has a cat rescue. There's a couple of other ones, a lot of our family members and our sisters and brothers in here that actually have small rescues, and they also do fostering. So any one of us that have a heart would understand that if you see a cat that's in the street, you know that they don't have anywhere to go, you know that everything is frozen over, they don't have any water because it might be cold out there when it was cold a few weeks ago, you would want to be a human being and try to provide some water or some food, right? Not in Swanton, because there's an ordinance that they can't do that. And somebody got in trouble for it. We got a man who was cited for feeding the stray cats during the winter cold warm. During the winter cold snap. He got in trouble for it, you guys. Let's go.
Swanton man didn't expect to be cited and have to face a judge after feeding stray cats behind a building he owns at the height of the winter blast. But he was.
Now he wants to share his story and get someone to address what appears to be a growing feral cat problem there. 13 Action News anchor Gerald Harris joins us now with the details.
He said that he was just trying to be a good guy and look after the cats during the recent harsh winter weather in the village of Swanton. There's some cat controversy.
They're everywhere, and they're only going to breed. There's going to be another 24 cats by spring.
A couple years ago, Scott Drummond bought this building along North Main Street, and in the alley behind it, there are a lot of cats.
Any given time, a dozen cats running around here, and in the summertime, it boosts up to as many as 3 dozen because they have kittens, and those cats go through the summer and some die off, and by winter it's down to 12 or 18 cats again, and the whole cycle starts over.
But his response to the cats during this recent harsh winter landed him in hot water after he fed the cats and offered shelter.
It went through about mid-January, and I came to the building one day and found cat feces scattered all over the back area. So I thought, well, somebody probably doesn't like it. I get it.
Drummond says 5 gallons of cat waste was dumped on his property. And when he went to report it to police...
And they asked why, and I said, well, it's probably in opposition to my feeding cats. Well, the cops went nuts and like, you're feeding cats. Oh my God, you can't do that. That's against the village ordinance.
Got him.
They came out immediately and wrote me up.
Drummond received a minor misdemeanor citation and appeared before a judge.
And I was cited $100 court cost. Judge was as surprised as I was that you can't feed cats.
Drummond says he called around to cat rescues, but was told they're full. He says his goal in feeding the cats and providing a warm cat house was to look out for them during the wintry blast. And he hopes there is a long-term solution and homes for the cats soon.
There's no way that they can eat, and that snow was there for weeks. Not to mention the sub-zero temperatures, freezing everything. There's nothing to drink, nothing to eat. They would have surely starved to death.
Gerald Harris, 13 Action News.
So he took the $100 fine. I understand a lot of people might say, you should just let them because whatever's going to happen, happen. And I understand we got a lot of cat lovers out there as well. If it was me, I ain't mad at him at all. I ain't see him do nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Did I see him? I don't know. What you asking me for? Cat, man, I don't see no cats. I ain't seen no cat around here for years. That'd be my answer right there, because you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give him some prayers for the love for taking care of the cats. You heard what he said. There was no way for them to get anything to eat, and everything was frozen over. How would they get water? You would not want that to be you. You're going to pray for him and pray for the cats and pray that they get the situation right. What I think he did was correct, humane. Keep it moving. God bless him. That's right. Jackson, that's right. Not Jesse, but the son of Reverend Jesse Jackson. He had a few particular words. I'm not going to say one particular person, but they want me to say Obama. They want me to say that Jackson's son was ripping Obama and Biden in a memorial to take shots at Trump. He's like, don't use my pop's memorial right now as a time to take shots at nobody. I kind of get what he meant by it, because it's not right. Get there and do that, talk because of what you want to say about the person that lost their life. Don't try to take this as an opportunity to stand out. Don't try to do that. And I get it, if that was the case.
Yesterday, I listened for several hours of 3 United States presidents who do not know Jesse Jackson. he maintained a tense relationship with the political order, not because the presidents were white or black, but the demands of our message, the demands of speaking for the least of these, those who were disinherited, the damned, the dispossessed, the disrespected, demanded not Democratic or Republican solutions, but demanded a consistent, prophetic voice that at no point in time ever sold us out as a people. And it speaks volumes about who the Reverend Jesse Jackson was. Our message has already been delivered today. I can see it all over my mother's face. Rise, Jesse, rise. Give Jonathan Jackson another great round of applause for delivering our family message to the world. Let's hear it for the congressman.
Basically trying to say, Obama, you ain't really do nothing for your folks. Now all of a sudden you trying to use my dad's, you trying to make speeches that, no, don't do that. Don't do that. This is the wrong place to do that, bro, because you ain't even look out for your people yourself, to be honest with you. You guys appreciate that. Can I get a double tap on the screen? Go ahead and get those likes up to get more people over here, because that's how we get down. Frontier Airlines, Flight 92146, altercation, February 27th, 2026. Try not to be the subject or the victim in an altercation. You don't want to stand out, have them looking at you all crazy, first thing. Second thing is you don't want to get deplaned. And the third thing, worst of all, you do not want to go on vacation and come back on probation. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Let's go. Double tap that screen. Let's get those likes up. Come on, I got some information for you. I don't know if there's going to be no audio, but sometimes it ain't cool to be getting all in people's faces, especially when they work for the airline too. Sometimes people get so into themselves or so whatever, they think that they can do anything. Be rubbernecking, or the guys be all wanting to be intimidating until the police come. Let's go, you guys, let's go.
It don't matter, just grab your stuff. I'll talk to you. I'm not grabbing.
He said, just grab your stuff and we'll talk to you off the plane. That's it, no other things.
What's that?
I'm just gonna stay on that thing. You felt threatened.
It's the flight attendants.
Because I told you to get out of my way?
Yes.
The fuck you felt threatened about that?
I feel threatened right
Standing
now.
down trying to get to my seat. What feel threatened about that?
So they're saying that the flight attendant said that she felt threatened. So they asked him to deplane because they want to talk to him. But guess what? He's saying, how the F they felt threatened? You talking about? And the guy's like, yo, I feel threatened right now.
What's the threat about that?
What's the threat about then? Get the fuck on.
Jimmy to talk to me.
Get back up, man. You burst me for my shit, too.
You looking for Brittany?
But it's a threat, because I told you to get out of my way. That's a threat. Wait.
This is Jawakatima's boyfriend.
Motherfucking time, I got somewhere to be. I should waste everybody's time. You get it? Since the motherfucking waste my time, I ain't threatening nobody. I said, get out of my way. What the fuck is the threat about that? What's the threat about that? Get out of my way. Ain't no motherfucking threat. You know what a threat is?
This is called escalating the situation and making yourself look stupid.
Shit, goofy as hell. Get my shit, man.
Yeah, should have said excuse me, right? He's like, yo, let me get my stuff up out of here. You know, he has no manners, no home training, and hey, he might be someone's dad.
Look like you want to do something. Whenever I want to do something, I do it.
Oh boy.
Obviously, this is a first for me on a flight that that's happened.
I have a copy of that.
So now he's lucky they didn't have to turn around, because there's a new law that if you have to turn around and if you do wind up being arrested, and he might because he's caused a big conflict, the new law is you have to pay for the fine, and it's a federal fine, and you have to pay for any other incidentals for anybody on that plane. That's right, you guys. You could be paying a pretty penny if you mess around and act stupid on the plane now, because they got new laws in for guys like that, and Joe Wakatima. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys. We got to get on over to Alabama. Now, you know you wasn't going to see no clip like that nowhere else. So could your boy get some love? Double tap the screen to get those likes up, or subscribe to the channel. We do it here every single day. Let's get on over to Alabama, where a judge has to decide on a $1.5 million Alabama policing situation right now. And guess what? $1 million police settlement to the town is allegedly participating in ticketing people just to make money off of people. So guess what? The judge said, I'm gonna have to decide on this. So yes, the entire town and the police, they're in on it. Just keep on going, you guys. You never know. But sometimes you get a good lawyer. Maybe you can work it out for yourselves, you guys. Let's go.
Deciding whether to approve a settlement agreement in a class action lawsuit against the town of Brookside. That lawsuit alleged Brookside participated in a policing for profit scheme involving tickets and towing fees. CBS 42's Scott Menchall was in the courtroom today. He has the latest.
The proposed settlement includes a payout of $1.5 million, as well as systemic reform of the Brookside Police Department. The Institute for Justice says this settlement is not only a win for the plaintiffs, but the entire Brookside community. A settlement for one of the class action lawsuits against the town of Brookside for its alleged police for profit scheme has reached an agreement. Plaintiffs in the case are being represented by the Institute for Justice. Attorney Java Sisuashvili explains what the proposed settlement includes.
Brookside has agreed to permanently abolish its $175 towing fee. Brookside has agreed to come off of Interstate 22, except for emergencies, for 10 years. Brookside has agreed to cancel any fines, fees, or costs that folks may owe as a result of this policy that we're challenging. Brookside has agreed to provide potential pardon and expungement opportunities for folks. Brookside has agreed to apologize to folks for what they went through as a result of these of this system. And
the town of Brookside's lawyers did not comment after court, and attempts to reach Mayor Mike Bryan have been unsuccessful. But the Institute for Justice says a part of the proposed settlement is the town has agreed to acknowledge that Brookside's, quote, policy of aggressive policing likely interfered with the town's obligation to administer justice equally under law, undermine the public's trust in the justice system, and raise serious constitutional concerns under the Due Process Clause of the 14th Amendment. Sisuashvili says they estimate around 1,700 people can claim a part of the settlement if it's approved. Anyone who was towed or pulled over by Brookside Police from March 2018 to August 2022 is encouraged to reach out to the Institute for Justice.
So if you guys were pulled over by the Brookside Police, there is a class action suit out there that you guys can be a part of and probably get yourselves a chunk of money. They probably were pulling over certain people, as you guys see who the lawyers' defendants were, right? If you ever had a situation out there, yes, you guys, in Brookside, you know what I'm talking about, in Alabama, where you've been picked up or messed around for a ticket, you might want to join this class action lawsuit right here. The only sad thing about it is the citizens are going to have to be the ones to bear the bill. It would have been better if it would have came out of the police department's money, right? How about they get that out the police department or the actual police to police officers? That would be a little different so that the citizens don't have to wind up fitting the bill for something that they did. Let's keep on moving forward, you guys, over to Los Angeles, where we got the American Nathan Martin, who wins the Los Angeles Marathon by a fraction. Boom! Right in front of him. The other guy was winning. That goes to show you, I told you guys so many times, never give up, because you never know. You might be right there and you wind up giving up and you could have made it. Never give up. Sometimes I'm like, oh, the show, I'm about to miss the show. I'm already 5 minutes behind, 2 minutes behind. I still press that button, tell you guys what's going on, make up for it, and we keep on moving and doing what we got to do. The same way I'm going to ask you guys to keep on moving and double tap that screen to get those likes up, to get more people over here. I want you guys to see what's going on with this next story we got coming up.
Marathon ended.
This is incredible.
In incredible fashion. 26.2 miles, and it all came down to a photo finish ending in dramatic fashion. The winner needing every inch of those 26.2 miles.
Take a look at this. American Nathan Martin overtook Kenya's Michael Kamo in the final stretch to win by 1/100th of a second. Martin surged ahead as Kamo collapsed at the finish line and was tended to by medics. It goes down as the closest LA Marathon finish in history.
Yeah, it was a Hollywood ending, but for many of the 27,000 participants in today's marathon, it was simply about the journey. Eyewitness News reporter Dominic Newland has more.
It was off to the races for the thousands of runners participating in this year's A6 Los Angeles Marathon. The city welcoming 36,000 runners throughout the week and 27,000 stepping off this morning.
Right now, running is having a boom. Gen Z and millennials are taking on run clubs. They're enjoying running content on social media. We've seen a huge surge in participation from those younger folks. Races are selling out across the country, our event included.
And these runners off to my left, they started at Dodger Stadium, then making their way to Century City, a little over 26 miles with a tour of LA. The tour including famous landmarks like a stop across the Oscars red carpet.
It's so cool. We actually didn't know that we were on the Walk of Fame until we came out onto the sidewalk.
I like it because everybody seems excited and it seems like it's drawing out all good people to have good, clean fun. And they're all smiling. That's what I like about it.
And we were like, wait a second, this is so cool.
Whether you're a seasoned marathoner or a first-time runner, the LA Marathon, hosted by the McCourt Foundation, offers experiences for all, from wheelchair athletes to a father and son duo who's been running together for 13 years.
And the energy on the course was amazing, really carried us through. It's a great race. Definitely hope we can do it again. We're out.
That's right, you guys. You already know if we get over 500 likes, we already going to be sending out 6 keychains to whoever sends their address to the email address, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Also, we're going to be sending out 6 decals. All you got to do is send us your address to bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's going to be 6 and 6, 12 pieces going out at random, depending on where you're at in the list. Guys, come on. I pick them randomly, and believe it or not, we don't get that many people that send their addresses, so you might want to go ahead and send it because you'll be the one receiving both. Let's go.
Out here to promote inclusion and spread awareness for disability and show people what's possible.
Surrounded by a massive support system, a moment of a lifetime for Kenyan runner Priska, who won the women's elite race for fastest time.
I'm so happy, proud to be here. Happy I win the race for the first time in America.
Reporting in Century City, Dominique Newland, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
And one more thing I want to tell you guys, don't be going on Amazon and all these websites like Temu and all of that and going to get these badges and these ICE shirts and all. Don't be messing with no people out there acting like y'all ICE and y'all police, because you might get the same fate as this fool right here in Florida, in Osceola County. And yes, Osceola, I'm sorry, I know I said it wrong. Anytime I need to be finding information, I say, you know what? See what's going on in Florida. And of course, never fails. Show me your badge, man. We got a man who's been charged in Osceola County as acting like he was a police officer, pulling people over. He had a siren, everything. Just happened to not be a police officer. Let me see your license in your registration. And he wasn't even Popo. Come on, y'all. You can't make this up. You just can't.
New details tonight in the case of a man accused of pretending to be a police officer and pulling someone over. West 2 Spencer Tracy takes a closer look at the video that shows what happened when Carlos Barros Villahermosa approached the victims.
When keeping it wrong goes wrong. He just said, you know what, I guess he had so much road rage. He said, I'm gonna get me some sirens and I'm gonna start pulling people over when they get in front of me.
Don't run this got on video.
Suddenly you see flashing blue lights behind you and assume it's a police officer.
A real cop. What cop uses that car?
How you chasing somebody in a Tahoe?
Let me see your badge.
Well, in this case, the Osceola County Sheriff's Office says the people who were pulled over quickly started to notice things didn't add up and started recording.
You're off duty.
Deputies say 59-year-old Carlos Barros Villahermosa activated flashing blue lights from his SUV and pulled over an 18-year-old driver. It happened Thursday night on Buenaventura Boulevard near Osceola Parkway. Investigators say he displayed a badge and identified himself as a police officer.
Yo, bro.
Somebody said Florida's finest.
He's a cop too.
Deputies say he even asked the 18-year-old driver for his license and registration, just like a real traffic stop. But the people in the car say they didn't see a weapon and didn't recognize the SUV as an official police vehicle.
You're not even a real cop, bro.
He's like, you're not even a real cop. Like, what's going on? You got on a red shirt with some shorts or some light pants on. What's up with these cargo jeans you got and these cargo shorts you got?
Hey, show my ID.
Oh, he got a fake badge right here, though. You see that, right? You got the fake badge on the hip.
Show yours.
If you suspect someone isn't a real officer, the sheriff's office says you can always call 911 and verify with the dispatch. And when they ask for another officer to come to the scene...
Yo, my bad. You're right. That's a trailblazer, right? That was a trailblazer. You're right.
Investigators say the man got back into his SUV and drove away.
A 2004.
Police later tracked down Barros and arrested him.
Get out of my face. Yeah, because you're not a real cop.
Investigators say he told them he works as a contract investigator for the Department of Defense and claimed he was a retired police officer from Puerto Rico. He's now facing charges of impersonating a police officer and false imprisonment.
But you ain't a real cop, bro. You got cop license.
Covering Osceola County, Spencer Tracy, West 2 News.
It is the Chevy Trailblazer. Oh, man. Oh, man, that was a Chevy Trailblazer. I don't know what the hell he was talking about, what he was thinking about. That was crazy, y'all. Do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's see if we can get up to 600. I told you we had a lot. Look. What he's using as a movie prop car. They said call Jake on fake Jake. What else you got? From PR. Yeah, what are you talking about from PR? He had to try to do as much as he could, y'all. Cops ain't driving no Trailblazer. Hell no. Garbage vehicle. Got him. Now watch your head. Ay, coño. Why I do that? Why I do that? Now they're gonna really arrest me. I got a record now. Yep, that's what you're gonna get, buddy. You know better than that. You should have never did it. Got the nerve to be pulling over somebody, slam the guy's door talking about, get out of my face. That even put the maraschino cherry on top. What cop gonna do that? You're gonna arrest somebody or take a sobriety test or something, or give them a ticket, or show your badge. Had the badge on the hip trying to front. Let's keep on going, you guys. We got to get forward right there. We got to move forward. I know where we at right now. Let's go ahead and get it. We're going to skip everything right now, and we're going to get into our health and fitness section. Today's segment is we going straight into it. We're not playing around, because a lot of times we're told to use this to clean something. We got grandma's remedies to do something. Sometimes we want to use our home remedies. We got the Clorox. Sometimes we might use, let's say, the Tide. Sometimes we might use Cheer on certain things. Sometimes we might use dishwashing liquid. But you know what's always the best? Sometimes it's always good to take it back old school, you guys. Sometimes it's best to listen to grandma, because grandma, she knew what she was talking about. Even though there was a lot of doctors and scientists that did not agree with what grandma was saying, she knew what she was talking about. Here we have grandma's 25 banned hydrogenated peroxide uses. Scientists now say that she was a genius. What can you use hydrogen peroxide for? Not just what you guys are thinking. You know a couple of areas of cutting corners, teeth and all of that, right? But did you know that there was 25 other ones, 24 other areas that we can use peroxide for, even in our gardens? It's time to run it down, you guys. I got no time to waste. Let's get to it. Let's go. We can use it. We can use diluted 3% peroxide in a spray bottle to clean your chopping boards. You can use it to clean your chopping boards. Peroxide diluted in water. 3% peroxide, believe it or not. You can also use it for vegetable wash. It gets off parasites, all sorts of bugs, and guess what? Pesticides that we can't get off any other way, but it's the best way to do it. Nice diluted bowl of water, put your strawberries in there, and watch what comes out of those strawberries. You won't believe it. Let's keep on moving forward. You can also use peroxide, 3%, 2 tablespoons in water as a foot basin to fight against what? Fight against and soak your feet against fungus. That's right, foot fungus. Also, 411, you can use peroxide as a mouth rinse for your gum health. Only prescribed to do 2 times a week, just to keep your teeth, the enamel, from not getting ruined. If you're going to be using peroxide and baking soda, I recommend a minimum of 2 times a week to make sure your teeth stay white. Keep on moving forward. We have the ear cleaning drop. Yes, you can actually use peroxide for ear cleaning. Put it in there, let it bubble up, boom, go like that. You wouldn't believe all that stuff that comes out of your ear. I use it myself. How do I do it? I take the cap, I pour it in the cap, I tilt my head over, and I go just like that. I wait a little while, I hear the bubbling, shh. Next thing you know, whatever's in there comes right out, believe it or not. Keep on moving forward, you guys. We also have the laundry brightener. If you're about to wash your white clothes, first thing that you think is to use a chlorine bleach or a bleach. You don't need to use bleach. You can use a concentrated amount of peroxide, and it will help to brighten and lighten your clothes, believe it or not. I'm serious. We also have the grout cleaner. You can mix a nice paste together of peroxide and a little bit of baking soda. Put that between your tiles, those grout lines in the bathroom. Let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. Wipe it off. Watch what happens. You're going to be able to see some nice clean grout. That's right, for the bathroom cleaning. You guys probably know about a bunch of this stuff. Also, we have for germination, for seed germination. That's right. You can take 3 parts. That's right. 1 part water, 1 part peroxide, and put it inside of water. That's right. And this way you can use that for germination to boost your seeds. Let them soak for a few minutes, rinse them off, and then plant them. It gives you better seed growth because it helps out with the oxygen. That's right. We got to keep on moving forward. You can use peroxide as a light refrigerator wipe down. Gets off all of the stuff that Clorox would do, but it leaves a residue. Peroxide wouldn't leave a residue after you wipe it off with water. Let's keep on moving forward because as a first line of defense, when you first get a cut, what do they always tell you? If you don't want to put alcohol on it, you put peroxide on it. But you're only supposed to do that the first time it's cut, not once it has a scab on it. Keep on moving forward. What else do we have? We're going to get into the next tile and toilet bowl cleaner. Mix a little 3-part with water, and you can use that in your spray bottles to clean the tile and everything around the toilets. It's good for the smell, to keep the smells down when it comes down to stuff like urine and stuff like that. You can mix it with a concentrate if you want, but you don't really have to. Also, there's a nasal rinse that you can use for congestion, one in one nostril, out the other, for congestion, nasal congestion. Also, you have any t-shirts, white t-shirts, maybe colored t-shirts in the underarm area, you might notice getting darker. What you want to do is you mix 2 things together, 2 parts. That's going to be baking soda with peroxide. Let it sit for about 5 minutes, rinse it out. You're going to be done with those underarm stains that are under your arms. Keep on moving forward. The same way you can use it on your countertop, on your meat chopping boards. You can use the disinfectant as a disinfectant for your countertops. Again, no residues, no leftover things from hard disinfectants, and you don't have to worry about if you rinse your countertop off as much. foot odor elimination for shoes. The garden mold mildew spray. You see mildew on your leaves, certain concentrate, it actually fights against that. We're going to get right into it, you guys. We got the whole list. I'm going to be putting it up right after this because I had to make sure that the list was right. So what I did was I went and got everything straight first, and then I came back to get this. It's the 25 banned hydrogen peroxide hacks from the 60s that scientists now say were genius. Grandma's 25 banned hydrogen peroxide hacks from the 60s that scientists now say were genius. The name of the channel is Saving Savers. Saving Savers. Anytime we do this, every single day, like right now, I'm gonna drop all of the names that I just went over, as well as the link in the description, so you guys can go see this yourselves whenever you want. Check this out, let's go.
Told you that the government, big corporations, and even some doctors spent decades trying to convince your grandmother she was wrong, that the simple brown bottle she kept under her sink was somehow dangerous, irresponsible, even reckless. Well, science just caught up with Grandma, and the verdict is in. She was a genius. Today we are counting down 25 hydrogen peroxide hacks from the 1960s that were literally banned, dismissed, or laughed at by the establishment, and that researchers are now calling some of the most brilliant home remedies ever documented. Stay until the end, because number one is going to completely change how you think about that little brown bottle forever.
And yes, you can bleach your hair.
Before we dive in, let me paint you a picture. It is 1962. Your grandmother is in her kitchen humming along to the radio, and she has got a brown bottle of 3% hydrogen peroxide sitting right next to her baking soda and white vinegar. She is using it for everything. Her neighbors think she is a little eccentric. Her doctor raises an eyebrow. And then, slowly but surely, household chemical companies and pharmaceutical brands start lobbying against these old-fashioned remedies because they cannot make money off a bottle that costs 30 cents. So they push the narrative that hydrogen peroxide is dangerous, unreliable, and should be left to the professionals. Sound familiar? Let us start the countdown. Number 25, the cutting board sanitizer. In the 1960s, grandmothers would pour hydrogen peroxide directly onto their wooden cutting boards after chopping meat or vegetables, let it fizz for about 5 minutes, then wipe it clean. Health officials in the mid-century era warned against this, pushing bleach-based products as the only safe sanitizer for kitchen surfaces. Grandma ignored them. Here is how to do it the right way. Pour undiluted 3% hydrogen peroxide directly onto your wooden or plastic cutting board. Let it sit and bubble for a full 5 minutes.
Would you trust a disinfectant before peroxide? Honestly, and you notice how when you put peroxide on the cut, it bubbles. So wouldn't this actually show you all the areas where maybe something like that is sitting on your cutting board? Kind of makes a lot more sense.
The fizzing action you see is the hydrogen peroxide reacting with organic material and bacteria. Then wipe it down with a clean cloth and rinse with warm water. Why does it work? Hydrogen peroxide releases oxygen molecules that destroy the cell walls of bacteria, including Salmonella and E. coli. Modern food science studies have confirmed this is not only effective, but gentler on wooden boards than harsh bleach solutions.
Makes sense.
Number 24, the vegetable wash. Your grandmother likely soaked her produce in a diluted hydrogen peroxide bath before cooking. She would mix about a quarter cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide into a full sink of cold water, submerge her vegetables for about 20 minutes, then rinse thoroughly. Grocery store chains and emerging pesticide manufacturers in the 60s pushed back hard on this practice, wanting consumers to trust the store-bought produce was already clean.
Why? Why? Why would I trust that it's already clean? You kidding me? You know how many times I done opened some vegetables and there was a bug or something in there?
Current research from multiple agricultural universities confirms that a diluted hydrogen peroxide soap removes significantly more pesticide residue and surface bacteria than plain water rinsing alone.
Pesticide removal and bacteria, you guys. It makes sense.
Number 23, the foot soak for fungus. Grandma would fill a basin with warm water, add about 3 tablespoons of 3% hydrogen peroxide per gallon of water, and soak her feet for 20 to 30 minutes twice a week.
My grandmother...
Pharmacies in the 1960s were beginning to push antifungal creams and powders hard, and foot soaks with household chemicals were labeled as ineffective folk remedies. The science behind this is solid. Hydrogen peroxide creates an oxygen-rich environment in which anaerobic organisms like toenail fungus cannot survive. For best results, dry your feet thoroughly afterward and apply a thin layer of coconut oil to lock in moisture.
Word today is broken. Every day, people
Double tap
juggle
that
so
screen,
many
y'all.
different
Let's keep on
tools
going. We
just
got
to
more.
get
We got
work
more.
done.
Number 22. The mouth rinse for gum health. In the early 60s, grandmothers across America would dilute hydrogen peroxide 1 part to 2 parts water and use it as a mouthwash, swishing for 60 seconds before spitting. The American Dental Association in that era largely dismissed this in favor of branded mouthwash products flooding the market. Fast forward to today, and dentists routinely recommend diluted hydrogen peroxide rinses for gingivitis, gum inflammation, and oral bacteria.
The chemicals in this, the chemicals that are in mouthwash, I would not trust more than I would trust a diluted peroxide. Just gotta say it.
The oxidizing action kills anaerobic bacteria responsible for bad breath and gum disease. Never swallow it. Always dilute to at least 1 part peroxide to 2 parts water, and limit use to 2 or 3 times per week.
Somebody said they did it and they strawberries had a bug on them too. Exactly, yeah.
Number 21, the ear cleaning drop. Grandma would tilt her head, drop 3 to 5 drops of 3% hydrogen peroxide into her ear canal. Let it fizz and...
Remember, we're talking about 3%, not 99%. That's very high potent. 3%. 3% peroxide, guys. That's all you need.
Bubble for about 60 seconds, then drain it out.
That's what I do.
Ear doctors in the 1960s pushed expensive ear irrigation kits and professional cleaning services instead.
I do this. And then they had a free ear cleaning up at the, I think it was at the CVS or the Target. It was at the Target. I actually made a video. I went there. I was like, all right, let me get my ears cleaned since it's going to be free. I sat down. The lady was in my ear like, sir, there's nothing in it that need to be cleaned. I'm like, you serious? I ain't clean. She said, whatever you're using, keep on doing it. That's what I do to clean my ears out, right there.
Today, hydrogen peroxide eardrops are literally sold in pharmacies under brand names.
Now it's okay.
And audiologists confirm the method is effective for softening and removing excess earwax.
Yeah, now it's
the
okay.
fizzing breaks up compacted wax, allowing it to drain naturally. Use body temperature or slightly warm peroxide to avoid dizziness. Number 20, the laundry brightener. Instead of the harsh chlorine bleach that was being aggressively marketed in the 60s, Grandma would add 1 cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide directly into the washing machine drum along with her regular detergent. It whitened whites and brightened colors without destroying fabric fibers over time. Bleach companies lobbied extensively to position chlorine bleach as the only legitimate laundry whitener.
Of course.
Modern textile scientists now confirm that hydrogen peroxide is a far gentler oxidizing bleach that is biodegradable and far less damaging to fibers than chlorine-based alternatives. Number 19, the grout cleaner. Mix hydrogen peroxide with baking soda into a thick paste. Apply it to bathroom grout with an old toothbrush. Let it sit for 15 minutes, then scrub and rinse.
I've done this many times. It works.
In the 60s, chemical cleaning companies pushed tile-specific commercial products as the only solution for grout discoloration. The combination works because the hydrogen peroxide lifts staining molecules, while the mild abrasive quality of baking soda scrubs them away simultaneously. Germination boost. And testing. Number 18, the seed germination boost. Grandma would soak her garden seeds overnight in a solution of 1 teaspoon of 3% hydrogen peroxide per cup of water before planting them. Agricultural extension offices in the 1960s largely dismissed home seed treatments, pushing commercially treated seed packets instead. Today, horticultural science confirms that a brief hydrogen peroxide soak softens the seed coat, kills surface mold and pathogens, and increases the oxygen availability around the seed embryo. Refrigerator wipe down. Every week, Grandma would spray the inside walls, shelves, and drawers of her refrigerator with undiluted 3% hydrogen peroxide. Let it sit for 5 minutes, then wipe dry. Food storage companies were pushing specialized refrigerator deodorizers and cleansers in the early 60s. The hydrogen peroxide method eliminates mold spores, bacteria, and yeast that cause food to spoil faster.
Makes sense.
Because hydrogen peroxide breaks down into water and oxygen, it leaves zero chemical residue that could transfer to your food, which...
Why would you want to use a chemical inside your refrigerator that's going to leave residue? Made a lot of sense, a lot of sense. Even dishwashing liquid leave residue.
Makes it significantly safer than number 16, the wound cleaning debate flip. This one is fascinating because it actually went in both directions. In the 60s, Grandma poured hydrogen peroxide on cuts and scrapes. Then doctors banned it, saying it damaged healthy tissue.
I'm crazy because I used to get a cut and I used to know that peroxide is going to sting a little bit, but I like the way it bubbled because it made me feel like it was doing something. Then I'll put like Vaseline or something on top of it and let it go and it'll heal.
Then more recent research came back and said limited, brief application on initial wound cleaning is beneficial for removing debris and killing surface bacteria. The key instruction here is this: use it only once on an initial fresh wound to clean out debris and bacteria. Rinse thoroughly with clean water after 30 seconds, and never use it on deep puncture wounds or ongoing healing tissue. And toilet bowl cleaner. Pour half a cup of 3% hydrogen peroxide into the toilet bowl. Let it sit for 30 minutes without flushing, then scrub with a toilet brush and flush. For tile surfaces, spray and let sit for 10 minutes before wiping. Plumbing product companies in the 60s were pushing chemical-heavy toilet bowl cleaners with bold marketing claiming only their products could truly sanitize. The Grandma would mix a very diluted solution of hydrogen peroxide, roughly 10 parts water to 1 part 3% hydrogen peroxide, and use it in a nasal rinse. Medical professionals in the 60s pushed decongestant pills and later sprays as the only legitimate sinus relief. Now, some ENT specialists and integrative medicine practitioners acknowledge that extremely diluted hydrogen peroxide nasal rinses can reduce bacterial load in the nasal passages. This one requires precision. The dilution must be correct. Dish soap. Apply to yellow armpit stains on white shirts. Let sit for 1 armpit stain remover. Mix 2 parts hydrogen peroxide with 1 part dish soap. Apply to yellow armpit stains on white shirts. Let sit for 1 hour, then launder as normal.
Made a mistake. Dishwashing liquid with peroxide. Put it under the underarm stains and you gotta let it sit for an hour.
Dry cleaning services and laundry stain product companies in the early 60s pushed the idea that yellow armpit staining was essentially permanent without professional treatment or specialized products. Number 12, the countertop disinfectant. Spray 3% hydrogen peroxide across kitchen counters. Let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, then wipe with a clean cloth. 5 full minutes of contact time is what activates its full disinfection potential. Number 11. The foot odor eliminator for shoes. Grandma would spray the inside of shoes with hydrogen peroxide. Let them dry completely in the sun, and the odor would vanish.
Fellas, come on now, look out for her. She's been smelling that so functified pair of sneakers or boots that you got. Go ahead and put some peroxide in there, spray it out, put it in the sun. Everyone will really be thankful to you. You know what I'm saying, fellas, after them construction boots and all that stuff y'all bring in the crib? You know what we're talking about. Come on now. Let's keep it moving now because we got a little more. But then we're going to keep on going.
Dry fully before wearing because residual moisture can itself promote bacterial growth. Number 10, the garden mold and mildew spray. Mix 1 tablespoon of 3% hydrogen peroxide per cup of water in a spray bottle and apply it directly to plant leaves showing signs of powdery mildew or fungal spots. Allow the leaves to dry naturally. Chemical pesticide companies in the 60s were pushing heavy fungicide sprays that often damaged surrounding beneficial insects and soil microbiomes. The diluted hydrogen peroxide creates a brief oxidizing effect on the fungal cell structure while breaking down quickly into water and oxygen, leaving no toxic residue on edible plants or in soil.
Okay, you guys, I think we're going to let it go right there. But just because of the fact that one person said that they use it for their hair, it just made me think of my grandmother, my grandma Minnie. Exactly, yeah, we're talking about grandma's hair. But my grandmother, she used to be like, I got to go get my hair rinsed. And I'd be like, what do you mean by rinsed? She'd go out the house and she'd have salt and pepper hair, like black, you know, black hair with the gray in it on the edges. Then the next time I see her, it's all black, like all one color. I'd be like, Grandma, what? And I'm not even gonna lie, I never could call her Grandma. She wanted to be called Minnie, no matter how old she was. I'd be like, Minnie, what happened to your hair? It looks really nice, but something different about it. Oh, I went and got my hair rinsed. Back in the day, they used to call it a rinse when they color their hair. You better not ask them if they put any dye in their hair. They call it a rinse. So here, before we get up out of here and showing a little bit of love to grandmothers all around the world, someone said it, so I'm gonna let this be the last one. You can use peroxide to lighten your hair. We got a lot of people that have blonde hair.
Equal parts.
We have a lot of older people that are going gray, and they decide, you know what? Why don't I just go blonde? You know, to just make it all go one color. So I don't have anything against that. I do the rinse myself. Let's keep on going, you guys. I gotta be honest about it.
And apply it to hair sections. She wanted to lighten gradually, then sit in the sun. Professional hair salons in the 60s pushed expensive bleaching services and proprietary highlighting products. Hydrogen peroxide is, in fact, the active ingredient in virtually every commercial hair bleaching product on the market. The sun exposure activates the oxidizing process more gently than heat tools. The key is using 3% concentration, not anything stronger, and conditioning thoroughly afterward, because any bleaching process does reduce moisture in hair structure. Number 8, the dishwasher booster.
There's 7 more after that. You guys, we got a lot to cover. I can't do them all, and you know we try to do as much as we can. This is Grandma's 25 banned hydrogen peroxide hacks from the 60s that scientists now say were genius. Saving Savers. That's the name of the channel, Saving Savers. You're going to be able to go into the link in the description. All I got to do is copy paste these things and drop them in there for you. You're going to be able to see the timestamps as well as every single one that we just talked about. But us, we got to keep on moving to the next story, you guys, because we can't just stay here all day. We're our bottom line. We got to get busy. We got more work to do. So let's go ahead and do what we got to do. Let me close that screen over there. And now I got something for you guys. Did you happen to know that in the United Kingdom, there is a man that has a really fun job? His job is removing and rehoming swans. There's nothing wrong with having a job like that. I always believed in, myself retiring and dealing with different animals and stuff. But the only thing about this is sometimes the swans are a bit aggressive. Let's keep on moving, you guys. They call these teenage, adolescent swans. They're trying to rehome them, and it's going to be a pretty job to get them over and get them saved. So we love animals over here, no matter what the animal is. Let's get on over to London and see what's going on. I'm sorry, the UK, United Kingdom, to see what's going on with saving these swans and rehoming them.
Well done. Oh, come on. No, come on. Come on. Seems to be a swan. Yeah, a swan. What seems to be the problem? So, Laurie, well done. Oh, come on. No, come on. Come on. Have you quite finished? Have you quite finished? Ow. Thank you.
Sound like he said, ow, 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 and he's trying to pluck at him, ow. Hold on, y'all gotta bring that back real quick. He said, are you quite finished? Are you quite finished? You remind me of the man that's getting this choked up. Oh, this is a nice chokehold. Oh, now one is grabbing me by the penis. You remind me of that guy.
Come on. No, come on. Come on. Have you quite finished? Have you quite finished? Thank you. Thank you. Have you quite finished? Have you quite finished? Making all that fucking... What? Yeah. Come on then. In you come. Come on.
Y'all dead wrong. Talking about succulent Chinese dinner. Swan, come on now.
You gotta go to a new
Very angry.
At this time of year, they chase off the adults, and from the air, wet tarmac looks like a river, and they'll come down and crash land, and they need a bit of a run-up to take off, and they can't get that on tarmac, so we'll take him over to, there's a couple of juvenile colonies around, so he'll get a bit of time to learn how to be a swan, and then as and when he wants to find his own territory, he can go on from there.
Come on, put your head in there. Come on. In you go. There's a good swan. Right, swan.
They got a custom swan bag.
Stop fussing. What a lot of fuss.
It's hilarious the way he's talking to him. Oh, stop fussing. What a lot of fuss. I mean, he needs his own show. He's hilarious by himself.
Come on. Come on. Yeah, you can go home. Ready? On your marks. Get set. Now don't bully him, you others. Be nice to him. Be nice to him. It's gone off really well. He's such an aggressive swan trying to catch him up. There are juveniles here. It's a good place for juveniles. In fact, there's one just over to the right. They'll probably get together in the end. But he's quite happy now. He's had a drink of water.
Feel good about saving the swan. I'm not gonna lie to you, the funniest part to me was the way they was trying to be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? The way they were trying to like walk up on the swan, the way they were trying, yo, to get him, you know what I'm saying? That was my favorite part. Like, yeah, we're not doing nothing. We're just walking around and trying to just go. Yo, that's the funniest. That would be my recording point. I could just ride with them and get the footage. Yeah, here we go, y'all. Y'all know that famous part that they come into right now, right? This is when they walk up slow on the swan and try to get him out of nowhere. Oh, man, that's my favorite part right there. I think it's hilarious. Do me a favor, you love animals and you want to show us some love as well. Try to get those likes up. We're really trying to get to 70,000, 80,000, 90, 100,000 subscribers. And we're very close. We're really getting close, you guys. We're trying to get there. And I got something for you guys. Someone that I caught this video the other day, and I just could not show you guys this video here, because I got to be honest with you. This is one person that took hairstyling to the next level. That's right, you guys. I'm talking about to the next level. When her dog's hair wouldn't stop growing, it just wouldn't stop. So you know what she said? We're gonna have to figure out how to style this thing. I mean, I can't keep on paying for haircuts for you. Your hair just keep on growing every week. We're gonna have to find a way to style your hair. And boy, oh boy, did she do it. I'm talking about hilarious styles. The stuff that she came up with for this dog, it's one for the books. I'm talking about she got braids, all types of stuff. Come on, check this out, you guys. We got this one lady here. She got tired of taking her dog to get a haircut, so she started styling his hair. His hair.
I've done French braids, Dutch braids, bubble braids, dragon braids, space buns, concert hairstyles, and I've done heatless.
He got some hair that look kind of like better than some of y'all hairdos, y'all. I'm sorry. His hairdo look better than y'all braids out here. I'm sorry.
Curls, curls, and the curls actually came out. I have a lot of bows and little clips of like flowers or butterflies, and it just like adds the perfect touch. When I first got Milo, I noticed that his hair was kind of getting long. He just looked like he had a big head. And then it would grow a little bit and it would get spiky like a little rocker. It just kept growing and growing and it never stopped. It would just block his eyes and stuff. One day, I just decided to do a hairstyle on it and it looked nice. You want to go fix your hair? Come on, let's go fix your hair. The way that I can tell that he enjoys it is a lot of times he'll fall asleep. When I'm brushing, I'm like, okay, I'm done. And he's still laying there. And I'm like, you can go now. He just looks at me like, why are you done? Such a good boy. Oh, I know. A few people are.
He's not saying, why are you done? He's saying, what have you done? Because a couple of those styles I approve of, and a couple of them, I'm like, are you trying to, you know what I'm saying, flip this dog over to make him, yeah.
Or like, why do you take so long? Or like, you must not have kids if you're doing all this to your dog, you know? But I always told myself that if I was going to have a pet, I was always going to treat it like my baby, you know, because they don't get to live a long time. So why not spend these quality moments together?
Oh boy, I get what you're trying to do, man, but I think maybe you want to get a female dog to do that too. You know what I'm saying? We over here love animals and we always try to defend them as well, but how come the dad was in the mirror just letting that go down? You guys, we play everything over here. We try to be fair. We always try to end off with the animals because we love them. That's right, you guys. That's right. And if y'all trying to make some money, 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 hit that link in the description because today you'll be able to make up to $520. How? Fill out a survey. You'll fill out a survey and make some money. I'll make a little bit of change off of it too. Also, you're trying to promote, trying to get your business out there. We've been using the post notification area, you guys. We got a coffee post up there right now. We got one of our family cats up there representing for the keychain the keychain promo that we do. Now we're waiting for you guys to send in your photos, Liberty. We're waiting for you guys to send in your photos, ad reigns. So if you got a cat, dog, keychain, or whatever, it don't matter. We're gonna put up whatever you wind up putting on your keychain. It's up to you guys. But yeah, that's how I want to do it around here. When we do things and we send product out, I want to see you in them. And I want to post it up in the notification area as well so that we all can see it. The same way we got Batty up in there with the nice sweater on. All of you guys, we want to show that you guys are part of the family. And if you want to be a part of this Show Your Talent search that's coming up in Manhattan, Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, and Staten Island. That's right, the Show Your Talent search. We're going to be doing that in all 5 boroughs. And if you win, boom, you could be receiving $250 in all of those boroughs. After we put everybody together and we get that one person that went online, because we're now allowing one person that comes online to be a part of the Show Your Talent search, you're gonna also win, boom, $250 via Cash App. That means that you don't have to even be in New York. We just want to see your talent. So hit that button, and if you're good, you're going to be able to compete. That's right, with myself as the host, your boy BOOGOTTINYC. And now that the weather's broke, we in them streets, y'all. We're about to start doing this, and we already got some locations. Sponsored by Big Drip, Hard Punch, and you already know my DJ Don Dada, formerly of Black Ink Crew. Also now an executive producer. And also, you guys, if you want to be a part of the Show Your Talent search, all you got to do, go over to the website, www.drinkbigdrip.com. That's 2 G's and 2 P's. BIGGDRIPP. That's right, .com. Drinkbigdrip.com. What you got to do is go to the first page, put your email in there so that we get your address, send you the updates on everywhere we're going to be so you can pull up on us and see where we're going to be for the Show Your Talent search. We've already done Brooklyn. We've already done the Bronx. We've already done Queens and Staten Island. But we're going to do another full run of all the boroughs because it's a new year and a new day. And guess what, you guys? We're going to get back right out there and start doing these tastings and meet up with you guys. Got to be 21 and older because, yes, it's an alcoholic product. And guess what? That's right, you guys. We can't leave out here for nothing without doing this. We got to put those prayers in the air. We got to pray. We want to pray for every single person that's here, everyone that's not. We want to pray for good health. We want to pray for love and happiness. We want to pray for covering. We want to pray for security. We want to pray for understanding, and we want to pray for compassion. We want to make sure that you guys get back here safely tomorrow, and I want to make sure that we're all covered and thank the Lord for making us wake up this morning, because he really didn't have to do it. Patrick, we're praying for you. Winter Rising, I see liberty and justice. Can't forget about Mr. Dunham. Okay, Julia Vasquez. Okay, we want to pray for liberty and justice. Thank you so much for all that you do. Jordan Dougherty 913. Mr. Durham, I said that, but it's all good. Batty Lynn, Miggity Mark, how you doing, brother? Adel 506 had some great input today. Keep around, stay around. Thank you. Glad that you're here. Miss Swanza as well. Winter Rising, Jay Wood. Who else we got in here? I see Jordan already. 420 J Patrick. How you doing, Patrick? You've been around for a while as well. Karen Cox 5913. We got Winter Rising. I saw you, Batty Lynn. Gotta pray for you, Cinnamon Bread. Also, Adel 506. Already got you, but it's cool to get you again. Mary Tanner 51. Oh, that's 3118. Emmanuel. Thank you so much for coming through, Karen Burns. We got Patrick in the building. Ooh, you. Bless you as much love. Winter Rising. Be safe out there. Whoever we didn't get, like Terry. Hope you're doing good. Who else we didn't get? Rebecca Lanya and Bueno. Can't forget about Liberty and Justice and my boy Casey Ramos. Can't forget about Batty Lynn. Jeffrey Spilker. Also Mark Dorfman. Can't forget about Kendra Walker. Make mistakes sometimes, but guess what, baby? We still love you, no matter what. Don't worry about it. We're going to get over it. We're going to keep on moving forward. Also, I want to let you guys know we pray for all animals, all sanctuaries, and all foster parents out there. We want to thank you guys for being number one and looking out for animals, because you show your love by doing that. That's right, you guys. It's Tuesday. Time to get to work. It ain't over. Y'all see me tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning doing the same thing right here. Trending topics, current events, and much, much more. I got 10 more days to my birthday, you guys. I can't wait. March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Who's coming to the parade? Let me know. Email address, by the way, just in case you guys want to send over those promos, is bridgethisllc@gmail.com. That's bridge, bridgethisllc@gmail.com. Also, show ideas, any more songs that you guys think we should open up with, and any other thing that you want to just hit me with, some information or whatever. I answer all my emails. And with that being said, y'all could have went anywhere. But the fact of the matter that you came here to chill with me on the #1 show on YouTube, because you guys made it that way, because we don't play around, we do this every single day, I appreciate you. So until 6 o'clock in the morning, tomorrow, hump day, I'll see you guys then. Get 'em! Peace. Hope you enjoyed the show, guys.